can't see shit blurriness. Oh, I found the robot trap.
If you zoom out to 10%, the map actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, except for your character looks like a blip on the radar.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta,
just a
you
blip
gotta have
on
it
the
so you can actually move
screen.
your fucking character, dude.
You just gotta remember which one's you. Your character's the only one that when you mouse over, you
I
can
don't even
control.
know where our characters
That's
are
a little
anymore.
hint. A little
Oh, here we
hint.
are. I found them.
All
It's
right.
bad because I would
Oh,
be taking these maps and doing isometric, but unfortunately, then I'd know the map. So
So where are we currently located?
Does this
we
mean
are-
I was cuddled up to Andorra while we were sleeping?
Basically, we're in the we're
Okay, I
in
see.
the
Big
giant
spoon or little
dormitory.
spoon?
Couldn't find
We're
us
in the
for a
giant-
second. We were in the big blob of light.
yeah,
Yeah.
Andorra was trying to touch people.
Well, apparently I won.
That's right. We needed body heat, baby.
Yes.
hmm
You were in the giant dormitory. So last time, we asked our question. We beat the monster, the swallowing people monster, in the kitchen cafeteria area. We found a giant's axe in that same room. We figured out that if you had a frost giant use a frost giant weapon on the frost rune, it would activate the portal. You spoke to the oracle, and you met Igeron, the cloud giant ghost, who is angry at his dad. You asked the oracle 6 questions, of which I hope someone wrote the answers down.
I don't know. I don't think I
If not,
did.
We
can
have
just
them in
watch-
VOD.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can watch it on the video. Yeah.
That's right.
So then we headed north. Igeron joining your party in the bag of holding with Horus. And as you went north, you saw a stone statue. Thought nothing of it. Headed north.
We thought a lot about it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
How dare you
Pippin-
retcon us to be stupid motherfuckers? We're like, this is definitely a golem. It's gonna come kill us.
Pippin stepped on a trap, activating a Indiana Jones style boulder.
I got
Which
squished
then
by
went
a
downward,
boulder.
Yeah, some people got smushed, some people escaped it. Fun was had by all. And so
Fine. Fun.
I think we got we got pretty lucky because we had some potions of gaseous form and shit. Like,
so
Which
then
we'll
the
have
goal-
to. Can we buy those somewhere?
I
think those are
believe
drops.
I believe the magic shop had them.
All right, cool.
So
What,
And
we
then
want more gaseous form elixirs?
They seem to help.
we ended the session going to bed in the giant dormitories. You guys had found a tunnel, and so the Maple Thorns had guarded the tunnel, and Harshnag had guarded your room. Yeah, people slept. So we wake up. You're all a little cold, but you were using body heat. Plus, there were like 12 furs that you guys were cuddled up in the furs.
and someone made a
oh.
fire. I'm pretty
And I
sure.
think someone did create bonfire, if I remember correctly.
Excuse me.
So
Yeah.
Burnt
Yeah.
the bed.
you guys are probably fine. You did burn the bed. But the bed is made of granite, so it's okay. It just now has scorch marks on it. So.
Help tire me out.
Alrighty. And just a reminder, there were stairs here that you could use to go upstairs to look at the top floor of whatever this is. But yes. Okay. So I assume we are heading into the caves?
I thought you wanted us to do the top.
No, it's weird to you guys. I was saying last week, if we wanted to do one more thing before we finish, the top might be shorter than the caves. But since it's a fresh session, it is completely up to you guys.
Is Aegeron in the bag right now or out in the wild?
Igeron's is in the bag of holding, but you wanted him to guard the hallway, so I believe the bag of holding is down here at the bottom of
I mean,
the
he couldn't
hallway.
leave
I
the
don't
bag
think
of
I
holding.
ever.
No, I'm
Well,
just
no,
kidding.
he,
No, I'm just kidding.
he can be in the temple without being in the bag.
Yes, I was kidding. I was just going to say that. He is not in the bag of holding yet, so he can free roam around the temple. Yes, so he is down here. I was kidding about the bag of holding. Yes, Igeron is down here.
He just wants us to leave our most precious possessions. Like,
No, yeah, Igeron will come back up now that we're all awake.
I would vote to go through.
You cut
Paul,
out.
you broke up.
I said I would vote to go through.
You broke up.
Broke
up
up at
again.
the exact same spot.
I don't know why.
Whatever the last word was.
Are you
would
using
vote
push to
go
talk or
No.
voice activation?
No, it might be voice act. Why?
Maybe
What
your
did you vote?
microphone just doesn't want you to talk.
I'm going to assume you said tunnels.
Yes, I said tunnel.
I'm down for tunnels as well.
I'm cool with tunnels. I was just gonna
F
not
yeah.
go to tunnels because I was like, you should do the top floor.
Question.
Did
Did I ever put my things into the bag of holding?
I believe so.
What
I
things?
mean,
Adamantine chest mail, mithril plate, chain mail, like all that stuff.
You
No,
should
you've
do.
never
You
put
could do
them on
that.
the list.
Oh my gosh.
Should do that. Well, if you're not over encumbered, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, you could just add them to the list.
I
and
never,
take
yeah,
them
I
out.
took them off
mhm.
like a game ago, a campaign ago. But
At your
anyway.
leisure, just put them into the bag of holding at your leisure.
I put the link for it into the Stormfield Defenders Discord.
Yep.
No, go away. There we go. Okay, so yeah, lead on. Whoever wants to head in the tunnels, let's go on ahead.
Where the hell am I?
Those beds were very, very uncomfortable.
Which tunnel was the?
I slept like a baby.
Oh yeah, this one.
Bet it almost made you want to rage, didn't it?
Quite a difference between stone and wood. I'll take my
Snuggle.
ships any day.
Andy was going to be like, we should probably be cautious because we did have that worm thing before.
Right.
Right.
This looks like a worm trail, maybe.
I will not take the lead. Wait, Idron is there?
Idron is here, yes.
Idron, do you know anything about this tunnel?
No, me and my father never slept when we were here. We went right to the oracle, and so we never went down this wing before I
You told
passed.
us you
And wait, I was
explored
gonna say,
everywhere in the tunnel.
let me finish, please. And so he would say, so I do not know what purpose it served in life, but now it's a defunct tunnel, but I have explored it, and there are spiders.
Spiders, you say?
Yes.
Fun.
But it is worth exploring, I believe.
Do you remember how long this may go on?
Is it big
It's not-
enough for our giant friends and the tree thorns to come?
I do not believe so.
It doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it. It's big enough for one small person to go in at a time. Yes. So Izra being a ghost could maybe fit because ghost squeezes, but I do not think the maple thorns or harshnag could fit.
So who's going to lead the way? Or do we want to check for traps?
Well, if there's spiders, one of the dwarves should lead the way.
What?
I'll-
Just 'cause
I'll
Hush
go.
I would say someone who's
because
got like a
dwarves are
fire cantrip
remarkably
or
hardy
something should
against
just go in front of
poisons.
us
Oh,
to clear
This
any
is-
webs, don't you think?
quite a tight space here.
Are we checking for traps and spiders as we go?
I'm just
Well, I mean,
getting all the
I mean, what are we
spiders.
seeing in this?
So
We
yeah,
can
I
only
would-
go single
yes,
file
let me
through
just-
here,
let
guys.
let me describe what you're seeing as you go. Harshnag would add though. He would go, I have heard that there weren't supposed to be any tunnels. I would guess that this tunnel looks like it was formed by earthquakes and definitely was not part of the original construction.
Or maybe
Should we
thorns,
wait where
perhaps?
we are before we go any further?
Okay, okay.
So should we hear a description?
So it says the tunnel is very icy and cold. The walls are covered in frost. The tunnels are 10 foot high and 5 foot wide. The floors are icy and technically it's all difficult terrain if we get into battle or anything. A thin layer of frost. I talked about that. Okay, yeah, that's basically the description. It's an icy, small, cramped tunnel,
Okay.
and no cobwebs yet.
Pippin's gonna cast fly on himself right now,
I mean,
and be traveling at just 5 feet above the ground.
Shall we move forward or?
After you.
All right. Oh man, this is such a.
Andor, you keep standing on top of me.
hey, get off from underneath me. Come on.
Oh, damn it!
It doors in
I
the
lost
wall. No, I'm kidding.
Ah,
Guys, we can only go single file down this, so don't keep jumping over.
leapfrog.
All right.
All right, we need to have a proper order.
You guys approach what appears to be a fork in the road. So 1 second.
This splits
so-
off
Yeah.
in 2 sections.
Yes, at the fork in the road, you find a bunch of spiders.
Are they poisonous?
I will find out how many spiders there are. 1 second.
Are they big
Oh, we
boys
gotta
or little
fight
boys?
Are they alive or dead?
Let me tell you in just 1 second.
We're
Big
gonna
boys or
fight.
little boys?
Set them on fire.
Mhm.
Are they ice spiders? Are they weak to anything?
Uno momento, por
Too many
por
questions.
favor. So yes, they are ice spiders.
Nice.
And
That's probably who dug these tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
yes, they're ice spiders. I'm trying to find out how many there are because I lost the spot. I lost it. Where'd
Oh
it
god,
go?
they're huge.
They're
Oh,
huge.
okay,
I
yeah,
mean,
there
can-
are. Sorry, there are a bunch of them. There are at least 4. So I will put.
Are they little boys or big boys?
They are human-sized.
Okay.
They're big boys.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Say there's 2 blocking each path. There we go. That seems good.
Guess we'll have to find out if they're weak to anything.
My sword.
Fire them, their asses.
My sword.
We're gonna roll initiative to fight the ice spiders.
Are we?
Or I don't know.
What do you mean?
Because
Are
flame would do nothing against them, right? Probably.
we? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh man, this is intense.
I know one gnome who will find out for us.
Pippin, you have a chance to use some fire.
I just used the thing where you highlighted it and it adds the whole turns.
Oh
I love
my
it.
god.
It's so
I
good.
got that one.
I got
I didn't take mine in. Don't understand why.
it did, but then he did something that
Cleared
reset everything and we lost. It cleared it and we
My
lost.
bad. You can just type it in.
Can I re-roll?
No.
No.
Nope.
Definitely
Can I
not.
re-roll? Can I re-roll?
That's enough.
I think we'd all
Hopefully they'll get a 1 for their initiatives, but it's pretty doubtful.
I hope
They
that's
actually-
good luck.
So funny, Mark. They exactly got a nat 1 for their initiative. Let me see if what their dex is, though. I have to add that.
Oh, look, there's names under people. I can see who people are in this one.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Amazing.
That was a little jab. He's not paying no attention, though.
Ice spiders. They do have a plus to dex. Okay, so it's not a flat 1.
It would make sense.
Still really low, though.
So you might be going at the same time.
All right, everybody good? Yes, let's sort.
Yeah, I'm stuck behind Pippin and Terceran. And
You
can't shoot
can-
through rocks.
You can pass through people with your movement, but you can't land in their space. So you should still be good to pass people if you
Right.
need to.
Don't worry. I will allow you to move through my 5
Oh,
That would be hilarious because you do need their permission. Technically, it'd be funny if you had a character that was so petty that they'd be like, "No, you may not pass."
Body check them. Kyle, what's the height on this corridor here? Or this?
This
10 foot.
is 10 foot by 5 foot. So 5 foot wide, 10 foot tall.
Which means
Oh.
most of my spells won't even take place in here.
Okay. We start with Zaramus.
That's
Well,
true too.
Well, yeah, it is true. Ooh,
You three can move up a little bit since you would have arrived at the.
yeah, I mean that,
So we're
that
all
was going to
here,
be
we're
my
all-
question. I would be, I mean, well, whatever. I'll start where I was, but okay, movement. I'm just going to make a normal oath bow attack. To
That one.
that
Okay.
spider right there. And does a 12 hit? Probably not.
12 does not hit. No.
Okay. Well, that would be my turn.
If
Much
you
ado
move-
about nothing.
If you move as high as you can vertically with your boots, Torsarin could get through. I don't know if he could do anything with that. We're kind of
I mean,
Craig, can you put your
I'm
mic
gonna
in your
be.
mouth?
It doesn't matter because it's only gonna be 5 foot. I don't know how tall Torsarin is, so
He's
I'll
strange.
fly
realistically, I can hover 5 feet in the air.
I mean, he is only a dwarf.
Oh,
Yeah, I would rule if you're each about 5 foot tall and you can fly or hover, you could probably do 5 and 5 for the 10 feet. Yeah.
I would say that's probably fair.
Now, if, like,
Everybody
we-
watch out what they
goblins
say
on
about
each
dwarves. You know how I
shoulder
feel about
fighting.
racism.
yeah, if we had like goblins, you could do 3 goblins. But if we had like a Goliath, you are not putting multiple people in that region. Okay. So that's Zaramus' turn. Hog's
So yeah, I'll take that. I'll take my movement turn to hover where I'm at.
I shall rage.
Oh no.
The one closest to me.
Hogsway causes an avalanche. It causes a cave-in because of his rage.
He's stuck in range.
Oh,
He's
God.
stuck in rage. We have to kill him again. Great.
I have no problem with that. He did just make a disparaging mark about dwarves.
Oh God, here we go.
Okay, you raged. What next, Hogsway?
It's gonna be a D6 damage first for the effect of my aura.
And that would
So
just
5
yes.
damage.
Oh, that would affect both 2 and 3. Got it.
No, it's just one target.
Oh, okay. I thought it was within range. Gotcha.
It's one target I can see within the range. Then crack of lightning falls on them. And
Okay.
then my attack does a 13 hit.
13 does not hit.
All right, then that's it.
Pippin.
Whip. Fireball, bitch. Drop the fireball.
Oh, our fireball bitch.
Sorry.
No, instead Pippin's gonna try, ever for the one to experiment. He'll kind of
Oh,
look at the
great.
spiders and just shriek, "Ah! You're really testing me! I hate bugs!" And his focus will kind of glow weird yellowy, and he'll cast slow, emanating from. It's gonna get all the ice spiders with a slow.
Pippin, maybe you can train one and ride it.
Yes.
Oh! Don't even joke about that, Zor!
Some giant spiders is used back in the forest, Pippin.
I'd ride him.
And Pippin will also kind of ascend as high as he can up to the ceiling. So there's probably like.
Well, you're only like 3 feet tall.
I'm like 3.5, yeah. So there's probably like 6.5 feet beneath me, yeah.
I will make a wisdom save.
Sorry, I should have linked that, or the other part of it rather.
How smart could these spiders be?
Well, I was actually making sure it could even work on them because I know some spells that affect wisdom or intelligence don't work on certain low intelligence or wisdom creatures.
Right.
You were hoping.
We're good. Let me roll their wisdom saves. What's your DC? Oh, you just sent it. Sorry.
15, yeah.
Yep. Wow. 3 failed, 1 succeeded.
Yay. Fuck
Ooh.
off.
So we just
So,
listened to a
uh,
TikTok about this.
they can't, -2 penalty to AC, and can't use reactions on charges. Okay, can use an action or a bonus action, not both. Okay.
Yeah, and now Pippin just kind of ends his turn taking mental notes on the effect of slow on ice spiders.
That's a new one, Pippin.
Would you know in universe which one failed? I don't think so, right?
It doesn't really say there's any sort of like visual effects, so I don't think. I mean, that's at your jurisdiction, but I don't
Okay.
think so.
I will just say that, like, you see that they're all jittering around and they're all, like, flittering and, like spiders do. They're all just, like, moving back and forth. And you do notice that one of them, will say, this one here is still moving fast, while the others are moving a little slower.
Cool,
There you go.
cool.
So, Andorra, you're up.
All right. I'm also gonna rage.
Boost.
And I'm gonna have to get probably here. I'm probably gonna get fucking DP'd, but that's the story of my life. All right, baby, let's do this. I'm gonna swing my axe at the spider, and a 23 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
All right, go fuck yourself, spider. Let's see, 10 damage. Add my divine fury. Come on, get out of my way. Ooh, nice. Max damage plus 9, so that's 19 to hit on my first.
19 damage, okay.
Yeah. And then we're gonna do it again. Hopefully. 17 to hit.
17 hits, yep.
Alright. And that's gonna be another 12 damage.
That spider is dead.
Fuck you, bitch.
They only have around 30 HP each.
I still have movement, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move back so I don't get DP'd.
All right, Sir Saren.
Okay, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on this guy, just because he's probably he'd be the first one I could see. So yeah, he's getting Sacred Flamed. That is a Dex save of 14.
Dex of... Okay, I will do a Dex save. They passed.
Okay.
Was that with a -2 penalty?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well,
You said DC 17, right?
14.
Oh, even better. Yeah, they definitely passed.
Yeah, I only have a 14
I mean,
spell save right now.
DC 20, bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, and I'm gonna ask the rules. The people, is that half damage for this spell, or is that a no effect?
Is it a cantrip?
Yeah, it's cantrip.
Then yeah, it's 0 damage.
Okay, then I'm not gonna.
99% of cantrips, if they make a save, it's no damage.
That's why they're
All right,
free spell.
that's fair enough. I can live with that. Okay, and okay, that's my. You know what?
Oh, now I know why I feel so weird. Mark is in the wrong position.
You can move your boxes around.
I know, I'm going to. I'm gonna. Okay.
We'll drop a spiritual weapon on the same guy. And that's probably not going to hit for an 11. It's not going to hit.
That does not hit.
That's a wasted spell.
Hey, Kyle.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Is that with the -2 I see?
It is indeed, yes. Alrighty. The ice fighter's gonna turn. Yes, I was so worried they wouldn't.
Fuck off, spiders.
They move up.
There we go. Ooh, that looks
And they move up. And there we go. Okay.
fact
All
that
right.
Pippin and Fissy have their last names makes their boxes stand up taller than everybody else, and it drives me insane.
They have a movement speed.
Bastards.
Two
Okay.
of those guys are still slowed, or whatever that means.
Yeah.
It can only take one action, I believe.
They cannot take an action, or they can only take an action or a bonus action. Yes. And if they have like multi-attack, they can only
If they
attack
have a spell,
once.
it takes 2 turns.
Yes. So ice spiders do not have multi-attack, so that's okay. But I think first of all, one ice spider, we'll try something. I want to see how this works. So they're gonna try to launch one of them, the lowest one, is gonna try to launch an ice web at Fizzy, trying to like grapple her in webbing. So let's try for that. Let's that's a 17 to hit Fizzy.
Nope.
Okay, cool. That's also a 15 to hit Fizzy, which fails, and a 13 to hit Hogswain, which would also fail. So they rolled really unlucky. They all got less than 10. That was horrible.
Or it was really great. I can't believe I raged for him.
Fizzy, I think it just tried to shit on you.
it just launched icy web at you twice. Alrighty. Speaking of Fizzy, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna try to. Is this the one that tried to attack me? 'Cause
Yes.
yeah, I'll attack him back.
If they had hit, I could have webbed you guys up and maybe
Alright.
added something, but no, they missed everything.
A 14 to hit.
That does hit.
Woo!
Oh, just okay.
7 damage. Ooh,
Okay.
I don't know. Does the flame tongue affect
You didn't.
it?
You didn't say the command word.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah, you didn't
activate it.
it.
I don't know if fire will hurt. Oh shoot! Sorry. $24 to hit.
100%.
Oh wow, 9 damage.
Okay.
You still have an extra attack hanging.
You have one
too.
more.
A 10 to hit.
10 methods.
Aw.
All right. Back up to Zor.
Man,
Fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up.
I can't.
You can fly over people's heads.
Yeah.
You don't have
Well,
any
yeah, I
kind of-
can do that.
You don't have anything similar to mine. It's like
Oh, sorry. The ice spiders get to make a save on their turn, don't they?
Boo!
I think it said that. Creature affected by spell makes another
Another whiz
at the end
save,
of its
yeah.
turn. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Which is 2 out of the 3, because the third one that had it died. But I'll make 2 wisdom saves.
Hoggy may take a little bit, but I'm gonna do it.
They both fail. So they're both slowed still.
I'm gonna cast Spike Growth, like right. Yeah, there. Okay.
Are you in the wall when you're placing that?
Am I what?
I said when you placed that, or was it in the wall that you were centering it, or no? Am I being crazy?
No,
Okay.
right here.
I mean, I'll allow it, sir.
Why did that not roll? There we go. So each creature takes 5. So Hoggy, you're gonna have to take 5 there too.
It says though, when a
Only if
creature
I
moves
travel in it.
into or within the area. Yeah, so only if you move.
Well, he is within the area though.
He's not moving within it though.
It doesn't.
Mhm.
It doesn't
When a
spec-
creature moves
if you move
into
5
or
feet
within.
it.
So they have to move into or move within it. I get what you're saying though, Paul. You thought it was just when a creature moves or is
That's a
within, but it
fucking
does mean
stupid
move
way to
both.
say that. It really is.
I get what you're saying though, because you
Okay.
thought they meant or are within, but they should say or moves within. It should say move twice. Yes,
Yeah.
that is fair.
I mean, I vote redo on that for Paul.
I would let you recast a different spell if you want. Yes.
Yeah, I think. I mean, if that's okay with the rest of the group, I would do that.
Paul, you could hit it. Well, he's probably immune to frostbite. One would have think.
Yeah,
huh?
no, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna do a regular oath bow on it.
Mm-hmm.
Thunderclap, you could have gotten some AOE too, a little bit.
But I can't. 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
6 damage.
And which one are you attacking? The closest one up north? Okay, yeah. All right, that's got that. All right, Hogswain.
All right, we'll try this again. I'm gonna attack the middle one with my trident. 18.
18. Yep, that hits.
So that's 21 damage.
Oof. That one is dead.
All right, and then with my bonus, I'll go after the top one with my hand axe.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
$12.
Okay.
Your
And that will
trident
be my turn.
is bomb.
Yeah, that Trident of the Storm Herald is sick.
The
All right,
only
Pippin.
reason it's hitting that extra D6 is because I got the elemental gem in there. If we ever need to break that, I lose some of my damage.
Mm-hmm.
Just never break it.
Still sexy.
Pippin, you're up.
Pippin shouts out, "Would you guys take care of that? I'm getting very uncomfortable!" And prestidigitation to clean the leftover bits of webbing muck off of Fizzy. And end his turn.
Oh,
It was disgusting. Did you?
That's
I
funny.
saw that. It's gross.
All right, Andorra.
Pip,
it's okay, Alright. they
just have extra
Baby.
Ah!
We're gonna.
And they
come
they
on up.
poop goo out of their butts.
I'm gonna say. I wish we could tag team this one, but I guess I'll just have to destroy it for you. I'm going to recklessly attack this spider. Let's see. Come on, baby. I'm glad I recklessly attacked because that's a 9. 21 to hit.
9 misses, but a 21 hits. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, fucking lowest damage ever. Okay, so 5, but I still got my radiant damage. It's cool. It's cool. Watch me get a 1 on this one too. Oh, I got a 2. Fuck you. Okay. A 5 damage on that. All right, and we're gonna try this again. 22 to hit. Let's see if I crit.
Yep.
Just in case. No. Boom. I'll take the 22. 8 damage.
Okay.
I still have a bonus. I don't think I want to do anything.
That one is on death's door.
I really wish I'd rolled better. Okay. Well, somebody come finish this bad boy off for me,
All right,
Or
Tarsarin.
Aaron, just slide underneath me.
okay. I'll move up.
Do a little parkour.
Yeah, okay. Not with a 0 bonus to deck. And I'm going to. Okay, I'm gonna guiding bolt that son of a bitch. What the hell? Let me give it a shot. I'm gonna say that hit. 25
That would hit,
to
yep.
hit.
Yep.
Okay, so then we're going to 66, 25 points damage. I'd say he's dead.
That one is dead, yes.
Little overkill, but
Jesus.
I
Wow.
just blew a 66
It actually
spell.
wasn't that much overkill because it only took about 10 damage and it had 30, so you only did 5 over, so good. All right.
And, okay, hold on.
With a sickening splat, you hear
Yeah, that's it.
spider limbs go everywhere.
And the one spider is left. And again, it's gonna try to shoot its web and catch someone.
Wait a minute, I thought that was the one I just splatted. No, well, I got one of them, but whatever. I don't know which.
That is an 18 to try to web Fizzy. Couldn't hear you.
That misses.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, the spider loses it doesn't do anything, and Fizzy finish off the spider.
Do it.
22 hits, minimum damage will kill it, so it is dead. Okay.
Oh, I don't know why I just rolled that. Oh, yeah.
You're fine. 14 damage definitely kills it. So, or 7 damage rather. Yeah. Okay. So, are you guys ready? You killed all 4 ice spiders. Would you like to go north or south?
Do we level?
You all get 0.00001 of a level.
Nice.
It'll
I'd like
kind
to
of
rummage through the carcasses quickly to see if there's anything.
I don't think there is. I mean, if you wanted to try to like harvest the poison with a nature check, you could maybe. And then like you could dip your weapons in it or something like that. But I think that would be the only thing that would be possibly useful.
it'll help Torsair, and he'd be interested to look at the corpse just momentarily for kind of a little bit of study, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'll go with nature investigation.
Which way do we go?
For reference, ice spiders appear to be very similar to giant spiders, except they have cold resistance, and they also have a cold web. And start spitting. On a 12, you don't really see much. If you're trying to harvest the poison, that would be specifically a nature check.
Fine.
But investigation regular. You
That is
just-
exactly, that's the one I clicked on, and it came up as a... There it is again, I'm clicking. So I'll click the nature check again and see where.
What's it been? Probably like 3 minutes or so far.
Since you left the bedrooms, yeah, probably only. Well,
Right, so I didn't find
each
shit.
square is 20 feet. So, but these are only 5 feet. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, I'd say it's been a couple minutes. Yeah.
You're gonna be okay.
On a 6, you kind of you're like, hey, I don't think these guys have poison, guys. These are like that one of those rare types of spiders that don't have poison.
I'm a plus
Ooh.
8, bro.
I'm an idiot. That didn't work. Okay.
All right, Hogsman, which way did you spin? Did you spin north or south? Oh, you said north. Gotcha. Okay.
No. I got 11 degrees and the 360 roll, so I'm currently pointing at a wall.
Yeah. No, what happened
But
to me?
it is the northern wall, so we can go north.
Oh, Hogswing, you haven't had any rum today, have you? That's why your calibration isn't set.
That has to be it.
All right, I will reveal the northern path.
Too much time away from the waters.
He's
Oh.
got landlubber's legs at the moment.
His token died there.
I don't know where my token is.
Ruh-roh. You don't got no token.
I think he deleted you.
Oh no.
How did I do
I
that?
don't know how I could have done that. I didn't press delete or anything. Is anyone else missing? No.
I might
Okay,
have hit button on accident.
I'll go grab you.
Ooh, salacious.
I'm guessing these tunnels are also dark.
Yes.
Does anybody not have dark vision?
I do. I think.
I think we said that for the dark room, someone had torches lit. I think is what we had discussed.
Yeah, but they only
What?
last an hour, so you'd probably.
Oh, we have the ever-burning flame in the
That's
center.
what I meant. That's what I meant. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I meant.
No,
Okay,
thank
Dizzy,
you.
you're back.
I'm gonna start
All right.
humming Hephaestus's tune, the giant tune there.
So you guys come upon what appears to be a cavern of some sort. I will read you the description of it.
Oh my.
This kind of looks like the cave where we fought those two ogres.
This natural cave has a 30-foot high ceiling supported by 5 rocky columns. The floor is flat and is normal terrain. The cavern is filled with translucent ice spider webs that block line of sight.
Fire.
Although they're made of ice, the webs are sticky, like frozen metal. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. So that's what you see when you walk in. If anyone wants to make any like investigation or perceptions or anything like that, they can.
Pippin's fists are noticeably bald, and he looks around and says, "Guys, I will burn it."
I think burning it would be a great
Go
idea.
right ahead.
Pippin immediately shoots up 20 feet from, well, he goes over, just go up 30 feet, and then just every 6 seconds, a fireball in a direction.
Every 6. How many fireballs, Pippin?
Fireball. No, I'm sorry, firebolts.
Oh,
The
firebolts.
Yeah, the
Okay,
cantrip.
that makes more sense.
Infinite fireballs.
I have
Dude.
8 spell slots. I cast fireball 8 times. Okay.
Do I see anything on a 15 perception or hear
Yeah.
anything?
Same with the
I got a
16.
16 perception.
On 15s and 16s, yes. So you notice that there is a cluster of ice spider cocoons in the top left of the cave.
Looks like we found the breeding ground.
So you might want to, murder those with your fire bolts. And then the second thing you spot is in the top right corner of the cave. There is actually someone sleeping.
Is she hot?
I'll zoom in.
Super hot. Look at that.
I can't see. I'm so
She will be
zoomed
in a
out, so
second
the
once
map
the
doesn't look
fireballs
like
start
trash.
kicking in.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Holy hell.
Yeah, hey
she's
babe.
super hot.
I mean, she's no ogre, but I'd hit it.
So as you're casting firebolt, I'm going to say the firebolt will wake her up. But for
Technically, would it be a surprise round?
well, it depends. If Pippin wants to attack her, or I would assume he'd be going on the spiders.
I wouldn't, unless you tell me. I don't think I've seen her yet. Like, I'm just focusing intently on the spider webs and the icky nastiness.
So I will
Yeah.
say, because you were how much damage does each firebolt do, on average?
They'll almost certainly hit, and they'll do on average 10 damage a turn.
Okay, so every 3 firebolts, you'll kill a spider. So let's assume that you clear the cobwebs. The room is cleared of cobwebs, and you've killed half of the spiders.
They make a spider dying noise when they go down.
That's like a bird cawing. Are you a fucking crow?
They are baby spiders, and they make cooing and cawing noises.
Oh, that's horrible.
They
Please.
sound like babies. No,
Baby
whatever.
spider dying
Problem?
sounds like coo, coo.
You guys could then just take a little bit more and just kill the other one. So I'm just going to remove them from the table because you were smart enough to enter the room with firebolts.
Once
Okay.
that, this woman is like a spider lady.
So she is behind a pillar, so none of your firebolts would have hit her. But she will now walk out now that you're done casting, and the spider webs are clear. and she would be like, "Hello, my name is Nori.
Hail, my lady.
Hey Nori, what are you doing here?
Hey, I've been trapped in here. I came in. I came in separate. I live in a tribe nearby. And I wandered into the cave entrance here, and then I was attacked by these ice spiders, and corralled into this cave so they could feed their young.
Can I do insight?
Yeah, you can do insight. And she's like, I hope my tribe is somewhere out there looking for me. I don't know.
16.
What were you trying to find out if she was lying or not? She is telling the truth. That she wandered in here from the cold blizzard outside, because according
she's
to
not
her,
wearing any fucking clothing? Yeah, it's cold. But why isn't she covered in webs and shit?
What does my 22 insights that previously said her lines are bullshit?
No, it's not bullshit. They didn't cover her in webbing and stuff. One, because Pippin burned all the webbing in here, so it would have burned off her. But two,
Well, no, because it would have burned her. We would have heard her going, ah!
yeah.
Pippin says, Andy, he broke in. That's a smooth criminal.
I would also add they might not have cocooned her because there were spiders guarding the cave, as you've seen, and so they probably wanted their prey live so they could hunt it and shit. So I don't know.
Well, I'd fucking hunt her too. Ow.
But she'd be like, I'm Nori of the Utgard worm tribe.
Oh, you guys.
Which is the tribe that you killed. She doesn't know you killed them. She does not know you killed them. But you killed them.
The ones
Well,
that were in
maybe
here?
she should join our tribe now.
What'd you say?
Are you the other ones that were in here?
I don't know. I don't know, but they might
Are
be.
you going to attack us too?
Did they leave you behind? We would never leave someone behind.
No, I had gotten separated from them when we were traveling, and so I'd assume if you ran into them, they must have been looking for me. Out of character, you would remember that Wormblood had mentioned the reason they were coming here was both to raid the temple, but also because one of their members was missing. So that does track.
If she was missing too.
Yep.
I mean,
Why would they just attack us like that?
I mean, if I was in a raiding party, I might attack you too. Honestly, barbarians raid, barbarians attack and steal treasure and shit. So
I know that I'm a barbarian too. Come on.
and Dory would also
Like,
say, I'm
puts
also
her
a
arms on her
barbarian.
shoulders and starts shaking her.
she'd be like, I mean, yeah, our leader Wormblood is particularly vicious. It does.
You don't have to worry about him being vicious anymore, darling.
He took off blood.
Yeah, what do you mean was? And then sees the mask, and she's like, oh. And then she steps back, and she pulls free of your grasp, and she steps back and leans against this pillar, and she's like, Did you kill Wormblood?
I don't know why you're so surprised. He attacked us. What do you think was going to happen?
What was that?
We have no plans on hurting you if you don't plan on attacking us. That's just not our style.
Did you kill everyone that was with Wormblood?
Well, the dragon got away.
Yeah, the dragon's fine.
Somewhere.
And she's visibly like crying. She would say though, she'd be like, I mean, Wormblood was a dick, so I kind of get that, but...
Honey, I think you picked the wrong tribe. Maybe you should join our barbarian tribe.
I mean, I would never join you. You killed my family and my friends.
Excuse me, your family attacked us
first.
I do wish to leave here alive, and I have no direct... If you will let me live, I will not attack you, and if we meet up in the future, I will not have any other worms attack you, but I cannot join you. You murdered my tribe.
No, we defended ourselves. If the tribe had left at any point in time, they would still be alive. They decided by their own actions.
We'll let you go on one condition. You need to tell us what burial mound for your tribe is.
Mm.
That's a good point. But what I would say is also, if Hogswin and Andorra, if Andorra, you want to roll persuasion, and Hogswin giving you help because he's also talking, so we can see if that'll.
Can
that'll help.
Hogswain roll persuasion and Andy help?
I guess Hogswin could also roll, and you could give help. Yes,
I can
either
roll.
way.
I'm trying to be intimidating. Like,
Yeah, if you
all
that's the
this
thing.
stuff.
If Andorra, if you're trying persuasion, you can do persuasion. Hogsway, if you do intimidation, you can do intimidation. But either way,
I'll roll intimidation.
I would not recommend doing both because one would probably offset the other. So I would probably decide on one of them.
Well, we're doing
I'm
different
happy to
techniques.
do intimidation.
I'm good cop. He's bad cop.
Oh boy, this is not going to end well.
I know. It already hasn't worked out well for Andorra because she already rolled.
It's a 12 on intimidation.
Yeah, she's a big, strong, fucking, and on the 11, yeah, no, neither of those things work.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm definitely not joining your tribe, and to you, she goes, I don't even know if I have the information you're looking for, but if I did, I think I could still get out of these caves, on my own.
Darling, you were just baby food.
I mean, I guess, but, like, you killed the spiders, so I can go now. Like...
We didn't tell you we killed all the spiders, honey. And there are a lot more things in these here caves
Is she
besides
holding
spiders.
anything or wearing anything? I mean,
I will say that
obviously she'd probably be wearing clothes. But...
I would say she's as she appears, so she has an axe and she's wearing clothing.
I want that axe. That is badass.
No.
I want that
So the
character
spider's
too. You
dragging
gotta
a
send that to
person
me,
with an
baby.
axe?
That's gonna be one of my
The
characters.
spiders
I want
didn't go
her
to
hair.
take the axe away. The spider just like froze. The spiders aren't.
Oh, like they
sentient.
got her mid-March.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So I think she would say, I'll tell you what. We leave our peaceful ways. Thank you for helping. I will leave now. If I find more of the Worm Tribe, or if you killed all of the Worm Tribe and I restart the Worm Tribe, either way, I promise we won't attack you. So if you encounter us while we wander, we will not attack you for you helping save me.
All right. Well, even if you don't know your burial mound, do you know anything about burial mounds for barbarians?
I'll tell you this. The Worm Tribe was a wandering tribe. We don't have what you would call a homestead. We used to have one, but it's been taken over by a different tribe. But that's all I will tell you. As of right now, the Worm Tribe does not have a burial mound associated with us or a home associated with us. We are wanderers.
Nomadic tribes, lovely.
Yes. This temple, I would say, is the closest you could come to our, like, holy site, I guess, because we live up
19
here.
for accuracy of her statement.
Yeah, that's true. They used to have a cavern they lived in that was their thing, and they protected it territorially, but through tribal wars, they were cast out. The new tribe took their cavern over, and so they've been wandering ever since. And so they wander...
And where did your wandering begin from?
I think based on your 11 and your 12, she would not tell you that. That's the part she's withholding.
Oh God, Pip, watch out!
Just a few seconds ago, you guys were both leaning towards each other.
Nothing wrong with brother and sister hugging. So
Absolutely.
Nori is going to leave.
Hope you don't die.
Or get captured again.
So
Don't
do
trip
I.
over anything.
I shall help refound the Worm Tribe. And she leaves. Okay. I don't believe...
Turn me into a horny toad.
Horny toad.
Okay, so
I
yeah.
want to investigate the. I want
Yeah.
to investigate the cage for treasure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Natural motherfucking 20.
Well then.
Yeah. You find in the back right corner where Nori was stored, you do find bones and what looks to be like frozen flesh, and then also up there you find a pouch containing 200 gold.
Okay, so. And that's it, just 200 gold in the entire cavern.
Yeah. If anyone needed arrows, there's arrows up there. If any, but like if anybody had a broken sword, there's swords. But it's all just common equipment otherwise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's
But yeah, you notice that this is basically a place where they're storing both their young and their food.
Are there eggs around?
Luckily the fire bolts killed all the eggs.
Fantastic.
Had you not done that, there would have been 8 spiders in this room. So good job.
right.
Alrighty.
Put the 200 in the group fund.
All right, heading south.
Are we gonna start a group funds in the bag of holding then?
Well, we probably should.
Or are we
It's
just
trying
gonna
to.
split?
Well, it's like what? Trying to do a map on that. It's like 30.
We can just make it. Well, there's 6 of you. Make it 240, so that way you each get 40 gold.
All right.
Problem solved.
Then we can just do it that way.
Okay.
Well, she's gone, I
They're
guess.
dropping the bucket, saving up for my magic items.
It's helpful.
Whatever they are, 30K. Nobody wants to hear it.
40 gold.
How did everyone know how much money I have?
God, there's 2 paths again.
Pippin, what?
I must be the only one who's actually.
Craig,
I
what
was
I
there
want to know
when
is
you got-
why were
when
you
you
guys
sold.
looking at how much gold I have?
I look at everybody's sheets.
Yeah,
Yeah, I look at
he's a
everybody's
I love
beeper.
how you thought it was a mistake.
I told him. I told him it wasn't. I said that was what she got for
Yeah.
something she
My
sold.
acts of warning.
yeah.
Great
And
action warning.
same thing with Mitch and the folding boat, Hogswain
My
folding
folding
boat
boat was
sold.
only 6,000.
Oh yeah, there's a ball game difference there.
Yeah,
Okay,
not
that's fair.
30K.
Okay, I just meant that several of you got thousands of gold based on your sellings. That's all I meant.
Correct.
I
Right.
lost thousands of gold.
I don't want to hear no complaining because I definitely gave y'all some money towards your gear. So
Anyway.
Right.
even Earl, the one-shot character, got free gear too. So
I can't believe there are 2 paths again. How many paths are there in this place?
well, honey, we came up this path, so we go down
Right.
this path.
there's only one new path.
Oh,
No, what would be even funnier if Hogswain was like, "Oh my gosh, there's a fork here," and then he gets to here, and he's like, "There's another fork," and he's just thinking pillar is a new hallway.
I'd like to take control of my peaceful.
Nope.
That was rude. You're violating.
No.
The mind flayers, no!
Consent!
Oh,
All of a
dear.
sudden, Hogswain disappears. Okay.
Hello? Zormus, you're too slow. Boop. Hi.
Hello. Oh.
I climb over top of you.
Oh, God.
You
Oh,
get to
no.
you get to another fork though.
No. This reminds me of like an
Another
anthill.
fork stuck in the road.
Oh, this is crazy.
Well,
There's
well,
another
well.
path.
All right, Zorma, sniff it out. Where are we going?
No, are you gonna do Hogswain's thing? Yeah, Hogswain is spinning again. 1 second while you spin.
I don't even know what we're looking for at this point. Are we just exploring? I mean, I
South.
know.
Yes, we're just exploring.
Okay, making sure.
South?
South.
All
Yeah,
right.
These,
All right,
like,
let's do
directly
maybe
Yeah.
maybe survival here. Ooh, I got a
It
nat
worked this time.
20. Nat 20 on survival. 24.
It's dark. I
Hello?
cannot see.
Kyle,
What is
I
in
did a
front of
survival check
me?
and I got a nat 20, a 24. Does that give me anything?
Sure. Yeah, that works really well, actually. You feel a breeze of wind coming from the left.
Hogswing.
My lips.
From this tunnel here, you feel a breeze of wind, and you sense moisture coming in from this way.
Hey guys, it's moist and open over there. Do we want to try that?
I
way?
like moist.
Oh, I did my spinning, and this is the way we're going.
Probably a nice view outside.
Hogswain isn't going to honor a nat 20.
God forbid I break up this spin friggin'
Andorra, make a persuasion check to try to convince Hogswain to go
I'm
left.
horrible at persuasion. Are you kidding me?
Still gotta roll it.
Still got to roll it if you want to persuade him.
Okay.
By the warm breeze and
Negative
the
one, here we come.
moisture, I think it's the outside.
I
Counter
will be right
rolling.
back.
Oh, it's a cold
Your
breeze, not a
wisdom.
warm
Does a
breeze. Yes,
12
it's cold breeze.
work?
Does 12 work,
Am I
Hogswain?
counter rolling intelligence or wisdom?
You can also just choose to fail or succeed on it because you are a player character, but you would roll insight in order to see if you believe her.
I prefer doing roll kind of
Yeah.
chaotic with my character.
I agree too. Yes.
Oh, well, wait,
I guess
wait.
we're going left.
Say, look at it this way. If we pop out, we know where an exit is.
I can't see.
No, I'm revealing it. So you guys follow this cavern. It's getting
See?
colder and colder, and yes, it's another entrance to the cave. So when
Okay.
you guys were initially looking for the way to get in, there were two ways: the main entrance and the secret entrance.
I'm pretty sure we can see what's over
I
here at
see
this
in
point,
water.
unless it's just the edge
Yeah,
of the
I'll
world.
show you. I will show you the whole thing out there. Yes.
Show it all.
It is the frozen wasteland that you came in from.
Cool.
So I see a shit ton of water. It's just not liquid.
Yes, it's all snow.
All right. Well, we have a good escape route now if we need to.
Maybe we should have just gone south.
I feel much more comfortable knowing that there's an exit now, you piece of shit.
Ooh.
Show me the way.
Show me the way.
Moved away.
All right, I will now
There's
reveal
so
the
much love.
southern path.
Ooh,
So much love.
Yes, so
weird dark street.
I will fix it. Sorry. Yeah, my bad.
I hate this map, Kyle.
Dynamic lighting, man.
I
Oh, no.
actually am not a big fan of. I think revealing is hard, yes, but I also am
Doesn't
not
get
a big
off
fan
me
personally of
unless you're
dynamic
in
lighting.
I
Oh,
like
I
the
think it's-
dynamic lighting.
I like
Another
to be
fork.
on
I
top,
thought you
baby.
landed on me.
All right, you guys get to another fork.
Go, go, go!
All right, survival check. Let's see.
Wait, Huxley's already spinning.
17.
We go east.
A 17 doesn't really tell you much. Both paths look pretty similar. Okay, yeah, Huxley says east. Let's go east.
Oh boy.
When did Hoggy become the leader of this group?
No, I think the spinning mechanic is
I
so
got
fun.
a full night's sleep with no nightmares.
Yeah, I think the spinning thing is fun.
All right.
I agree.
And you find yourselves at another fork.
This fork looks familiar.
I'm gonna
you
roll
guys
on
should
a
roll-
familiar.
You
Carcasses,
should
though,
roll
right?
either nature or insight or something to try to figure out if this path looks familiar or not.
Well, the spider carcasses would still be there.
What'd you say?
The spider carcasses would still be there.
There,
Yes, this is
there,
where you found
there's,
spiders.
This
Yes,
is
there-
there's an
the same.
insight
We can
roll,
go
so-
back.
yes.
Yeah,
You're
it
19
seems like we
succeed,
should have
you're
gone
23
south.
Yes. This is
Foggy.
100% the first fork you guys ran into.
Oh, the spin fails me.
south. South it is.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, I keep grabbing the wrong.
When I hit here, I make a mark in the wall.
Yeah, wasn't someone chalking the way? I thought.
No,
Zoringus
that's
was.
Slither on the other.
Oh,
That's in the other game.
oh
That's-
my
that's not here.
bad.
You guys encounter another fork.
We encountered strange markings on the
Yeah.
wall because Slither was here.
So there was here, yes. This is actually part of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, little known fact. All right, Huxwayne, which way
I've
now?
been watching that on Jess's.
We go
stream
to the
with
southwest.
What I can. Well, I'd love to
Southwest.
get involved at some point.
Oh, I got
Let's
a nat
do
20.
This.
Does that tell us anything?
No, they both have the same kind of sense. I'm sorry, your nat 20 isn't helpful here. I wish I
You're
could give
telling
you
me
something.
his random circle has more sense than a nat 20 in nature. You're telling me that.
But if there's
no, 'cause
nothing here, there's nothing.
There's nothing here. Yeah, exactly. I really can't tell you anything.
Fine.
I will say this. On nat 20, there are a shit ton of spider webs. A shit ton. Way more than anywhere else in this place.
Oh,
I will tell you that on
awesome.
nat 20.
We're coming up on Queenie. Woohoo.
Pippin,
do it.
get that
Shit,
fire
we
ready,
are.
baby.
Every unless otherwise said, like every 6 seconds. Pippin
Oh God,
sends
there
There
it
she
is.
is.
Craig, we can't hear you because you're so far away from your mic. Put it in your mouth, like a good
Every,
boy.
si- every 6 seconds where Pippin is walking along here, it's just a fireball at cobwebs.
His hand is just along the
Good
wall
fire,
and
both.
whoosh, whoosh.
Oh.
All right.
Hey.
Thor's gonna
Hey.
position himself
Hey
like-
guys, no.
Yeah.
Okay, let me describe the area
Okay,
that you walk into. 1 second.
Exactly.
There. Yeah, perfect. Like right there.
So, this egg-shaped chamber,
She
Has
lives
a
in a
flat-
cul-de-sac.
which is
A
normal
spider
terrain.
sack.
A single column supports a domed ceiling that's 20 feet overhead. Curtains of icy webbing stretch from the column to the walls, creating an enclosure that holds an ice spider queen.
What is this big brown blob?
That's the
Column.
column.
That's the column.
that's supporting the ceiling. Here's what the
Making
ice
sure,
spider
dude.
queen looks like, by the way.
Oh, she's so
Oh,
cool.
she is fucking awesome.
But can you just imagine, like, have you ever
Can we
stepped on a
train her?
spider that
Can we
carried
keep her?
eggs and it, like, pops and explodes?
The-
And you do notice that underneath her, I don't know if you noticed in the picture, she does have a bunch of
Baby
eggs underneath her and on her.
Oh, she's
So-
gonna explode.
Flame. Burn her.
Flame on.
Pippin, that's all you, baby.
Pip, it's okay. Pip, it's okay.
Oh!
And he goes, fire, fire, kill it with fire.
Ready for initiative when you guys are.
Yes,
Yeah.
we will now roll initiative as the ice spider notices you come in, and she's like,
Breath mint.
That's what you get for talking about it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I have advantage on initiative, and
I
I
don't
rolled a
know nothing
4
about it.
both times, so I have a 5. This is bullshit.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, that is terrible. Maybe my digital dice was
Oh,
not
what the
working.
hell?
Maybe I should re-roll.
We're all kind of low here, or well.
Ah,
Looks like the
I'm
spider
happy.
and her babies are gonna whoop our
better than a
asses.
3.
That's crap.
At least I'm not the only one, Torsen.
For some reason, it's not importing into the turn order this time, though.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, that means I got to re-roll.
no, you don't. You can take it in.
Oh,
You don't have to reroll. Oh, okay.
Yes,
You
Paul.
wanted to. I see. I getcha.
You're in the under 10 club with us.
God damn.
Ooh, shit. I meant to do
Is she wearing anything metal?
that. No, but she is very metal.
She's only wearing
The webs, the webs
she's
are
wearing-
cold metal.
Yes, the webs act like cold metal. That is a true
Act
statement.
like, yeah.
But no, she's covered in
You
ice
can't
spider
make
webs.
her
and
fling
she's
off
also-
her armor, you dirty
She's
dog.
also covered in other ice spiders. She is covered
Shit.
in other ice spiders. All right, let me roll for the queen.
I really do wish that they had weaknesses. Like,
Yeah, we're not.
more so than they do. Like,
Yeah.
You know
I
what's-
mean,
would
spiders should be afraid of snakes,
You
or
know-
or have.
I would say that ice should maybe melt when fire's around, and like water should put out fire. Like,
you know,
yeah,
it's
I get
funny.
that kind of
I've
thing.
seen in these later modules they don't do it as much, but when I'm running Lost Mines of Foundever, a lot of those animals and stuff have resistances, and a lot of the one shots I've been doing, they have a lot of resistances, which make people very angry at me. But it makes for a more fun battle, I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, I just think that the 4,
So,
fire, earth,
we-
water, and air.
are we sorted in initiative and going now?
I haven't sorted yet. Yes, thank you. I was too distracted by people talking. But no, that came out wrong.
Right back.
Kyle gets distracted easily. That's what I meant.
That's true.
Okay. Yeah, Hogswain, you are up first.
This giant spider. Stop, Pip. We need to do this. And I'm going to start whispering towards the spider.
Whisper its sweet nothings, my dear baby.
Dissonant whispers.
Okay.
DC 13 wisdom.
Is Dissonant Whispers one of the charm spells that only works on something with a certain intelligence? Or no?
Nope.
It works.
It's just,
Okay.
if it can hear me, it's affected.
Okay. Wisdom DC. Gotcha. It succeeds.
All right, so it'll still take 9 damage.
Okay.
And then I will get right up in its face, and I will rage.
Okay. Which means it also takes the aura damage.
Yep, 4.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Fizzy. Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Fizzy will attack.
Let's do it.
If I click on the right thing. There we go. I guess it activates after the second time. So, a 10 to hit.
Well, no, you can
Stupid
use your
spider.
bonus action to ignite it.
Oh.
So you can ignite it before you make any attack.
So then the next one would be 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Use your bonus action to. Is it a flame right now?
Yes, it should have. The first roll was my bonus action. So the flame. Flame damage.
Andy went terrorist.
17.
Yep, 17 damage on that.
Right. A 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits.
Quite well.
12 damage.
Well, the
Oh.
scimitar, are you using the scimitar of speed as like your offhand attack?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that because you used your bonus action.
Oh.
You would be able
I'm
to
just
attack
kidding,
twice
then.
with your sword. So the bonus action to activate it took your scimitar's attack, basically, but you can
Oh.
attack a second time with the sword.
My bad.
But I like
It's fine.
Rewind.
But, because here's what I thought happened, Fizzy. You use your bonus... Well, stop rolling for a second.
Okay.
Kyle would like to talk.
As far as I understood it, you use your bonus action, you did the command word to activate the flame.
Right.
You rolled a 10 on the first attack and an 18 on the second attack. The 10 missed, the 18 hit. That's why you did the 17 damage. You then tried to attack with the scimitar, but then realized that you couldn't.
Right.
And so the 22 would not happen because you already did the 10 and the 18.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right. I got you.
Okay. So that is Fizzy's turn. One of her 2 hit, but her sword is aflame. The Queen's turn. Queen is going to
About 2. Sorry.
attempt to icy web Hogswain. That is a dirty 20 to Hogswain.
Yeah.
All right. You are now restrained by webbing, and you take 2 cold damage now, and then you also take 2 cold damage on each of your turns unless you escape from it. Okay.
And what are the conditions for escaping?
It's a strength check as an action on your turn.
I think
Perfect.
he's a bit frozen in fear, don't you think?
Alrighty. That is the queen's turn.
Pip.
Let's get to the low boy initiatives, baby.
Pippin's gonna run up, visibly angry, and just shout out, "Amon, if you don't clean your house, I will burn it to the ground!" And sends a wall of fire, kind of on the southern part. Here, I'll mark it.
Ooh, I love it when he does this.
That's right. Show that spider who's boss, baby.
The ice spider is resistant to fire. I'm just kidding. That'd be the dumbest thing.
I mean, like the DM is.
I mean, it could be
just
crystalline
going and kicking him in
carapace
the
or something
dick.
like that, but
So that will be a 15 DC every turn that it's within 10 feet of the northern part of that wall. Any part of its body is within 10 feet of the northern part.
Do you want to
Okay.
draw that wall
Yes, please.
so we can not step into it? That would be great.
Yeah.
And so Fizzy, Hagi, Andorra, and Tor are all immune to the damages as well.
It passes the DC. Does it take half?
I believe so. That's a lot of text.
Yes, it does. It takes half of
Okay.
5d8.
Yep, on a
Yep.
build. For half on a success. Okay. Yep.
Mhm.
Nice.
So I can be a fire
A little bit
dancer.
help.
Right on, baby.
So everyone in the party is immune to that wall except for me.
Okay. Do you want to mark where the
Okay.
wall is?
You guys see, I put it on my screen, but you guys can't see it. Let me try
No,
it
we
with
don't
it.
see it.
Yeah. There you go.
There it is.
There we go. Okay.
Ugh, now it's not absolutely perfect. How dare you?
So how much damage was that for the 5d8?
5 feet.
half 17, so 8, 9.
Oh, I didn't even see the 17 come through. My bad.
It was
Yeah.
way up there. It dropped it. The tech pretty much kicked it right
Alright.
out. So.
So, yep, takes 8.
Oh yeah, does it?
Okay, so that is Pippin. Zor.
Gonna cast Call Lightning,
Watch a bitch call
level
lightning.
4. Dexterity
Bro.
14, but if not, she takes half anyway.
Alright, let's see. I got a nat 20. So it definitely
Yeah,
succeeds.
but-
So it takes half of 17. So it takes.
Oh well.
Wait, is the 4 anything? Or is it just a 17?
That would
It should be just a 17.
All right, so
It sounds like he's got one of his weapons has that damage. It's like with my Warhammer.
Alrighty. And Andorra.
Finally, I get to do something. Boop. Hello. Let's do it. Okay.
What
25
is
to
that?
hit.
Hold on.
I'll see if I nat 20, but I'm assuming 25 hits.
25 definitely hits.
Okay.
Oh, it is.
Aw, fuck you. Alright, so 5 damage plus
Okay.
my radiant attack. Let's see. Actually, I'm not going to do the radiant attack because I don't want to rage because I think it'll be a waste. So, 5 damage on the first one. Let's see, I got advantage. 16 to hit.
16 does hit, yeah.
Yeah. Ugh, that was so close to being a 10. 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Andorra's kind of disappointed in herself, but that's fine.
All right, Torsarin.
All right, I am going to take my movement and move right up here next to Pip. And then I am going to cast guiding bolt at second level. And it was going to miss anyway, it looks like. Because I'm pretty sure that a fucking 8 doesn't hit it.
It does miss.
God, it's a good fucking spell, too. Alright, then I'm going to bonus action spiritual weapon.
Let's get spiritual, spiritual.
That fucking
Let's
come across or no?
spiritual.
That definitely fucking hit her.
Yes.
The 12.
Oh, you.
All right. Yep. 12. Alrighty. Hogswain. You first of all take 5. You take 2 cold damage from being wrapped in ice webs. You also take 5 cold damage because everyone who starts their turn within 5 feet of this ice spider queen takes 5 cold damage at the beginning of their turn.
Oh.
All right.
So 7 cold damage to Hogswain. Hogswain, you are restrained. What are you doing?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is get out of this damn spider web.
Wait a minute. Take 4 damage off of that, off of my attack. She just got 8.
Oh,
That
just
4
8?
is that.
So
that
19.
4 is that special custom
Nice.
for the Warhammer.
19 to free myself.
19, unfortunately. Wait, I have a question. With restrained, do you do things with disadvantage when you're restrained?
It doesn't matter because I'm raging, so I have advantage on any strength checks.
Ew, so it's flying out. Okay, good. Yeah, a 19 does succeed.
All right. I use my action to de-restrain myself, so I will bonus action my storm aura.
Mhm.
2. And that's my turn.
2 damage. Got it. All right. Fizzy, you take 5 cold damage from starting next to the ice spider.
Okay.
And then you may proceed.
It's each time I use it.
No, it's already activated.
It's
Lasts
activated.
for a minute, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So that 20 counts, yes. And it hits.
And that one for a 5 altogether.
Where's the fire damage?
It should have 2 types of
Yeah,
damages,
it's
shouldn't
missing
it?
the fire damage.
I don't know. That's what I mean. I think it's each turn that I have to add. That's weird. I don't know.
Did you click the roll damages right here in roll 20?
In DnD Beyond?
What happens if you click it in roll 20 out of curiosity? There's a click button here. Just wondering what that happens.
Where do I roll that?
In your
Oh,
chat log. Fizrotha, Undermane, Flame Tongue, Short Sword, 20. Roll damages, click.
okay, gotcha.
There we go.
There we go. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
So we will keep the 5 instead of the 6, but 5 plus 8 is 13.
Okay.
The flames last until you use another bonus action to cancel them, or you sheath the sword.
Okay. I don't know why the roll 20 or the DnD Beyond doesn't do it, but
It's something about the Beyond 20, probably. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So that is 1 attack.
Mm,
23 hits.
okay. No, I gotta roll that in here. Oh gosh.
Excuse me. For 13 damage.
Wow.
And then 16 to hit
16 also hits.
for 12 damage. Then I roll again.
This thing is looking really fucked up. Like
Uh.
so fucked up.
Oh, I thought because I'm
That's pretty fucking
flanking.
weak,
or
man.
not flanking, but
All spiders should die in fire.
I expected way
Alright.
better.
Unless they're those
The-
cute little what are they like Lucas the
I
spider?
like spiders.
So it's the queen's turn. As a bonus
Bitch.
action, let's see here. How many are there? There are
We're about to meet her babies.
I'm surprised her babies didn't come out and attack us, but I guess they're little baby.
Well, that's
babies.
actually
way.
that's what's happening right now. As a bonus action, she's activating her babies.
Oh, so her babies
so-
don't get hit by like lightning or anything like that?
No, they were in the eggs. They couldn't be hit when they were in the eggs.
But I could exploded eggs.
So, this is what I chose to use for the baby spider swarm.
Oh, they're dead. They're all dead.
Amazing. They're wearing cute little hats. We gotta catch them and befriend them and train them.
They're dead.
Guys, we love pets.
Fried
Gotta
arrange it
spider
as
legs.
possible.
Crispy spider legs.
We need to stay on this side of the wall.
Yeah, the ice spider's poison is very weak. Like, it really doesn't do much at all. So I agree with what Hogsane just said. Okay, so it does now have that, and it will enact on its initiative as well. And then she will try to web someone. Because I think the web is the web doesn't do damage though, so that's the only downside. But I feel like
Well, it does the 2
does
damage on application and 2 when you
Yes.
start in it.
Does
Yes,
it
exactly.
recharge, or does she just always get to do it?
oh, you're right. Actually, thank you very much. The web does need to be. Let me roll to see if the web recharges since it worked. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's like a fire breath on a dragon or something. Yeah.
Because that would be so AP. Like every turn, just friggin' grapple someone. Also, well, I guess because it's not technically her grappling, it's her web grappling. I was like, it would just suck to have everyone grappled.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. She can only grapple 1 per turn, even if it recharges, and then even if that, they're probably just gonna escape on their turn anyway. But yeah.
Well, unless they're
Like
weak.
the likelihood of me getting all 6 of you grappled would be fucking insane. Okay, so does it recharge? Oh, I rolled a d20. I meant to roll a d6. That's why it didn't make any sense. I'm like, how did I get an 18 when?
Jesus.
Bro, I wouldn't.
Okay, it does not recharge. Although if I counted the d20, an 18 would be a 5 or a 6.
No,
So I-
you can't. Nice try, DM.
So
We're watching.
Uh,
Hey,
yeah,
remember, DMs are allowed to do what they
I
want to
can
do.
do whatever
No
I
doubt.
want.
They
No,
want to
yeah,
be
I'm kidding.
cheater McCheatersons. Yeah, I guess they could.
Okay, so, but I did just realize that the ice web is 100% a ranged attack. She did not need to stay in melee. She could.
Oh, please
Uh,
do move away from me. I would really appreciate it if you did.
Oh, do move.
I swear I won't hit you.
She sucks herself up to the ceiling, so now she's 20 feet up in the air
All right, I hit her.
on the
I
ceiling.
will use
I
my
hit her.
reaction to make an attack of opportunity.
And you all made. She takes the disengage action. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, she does. She does go. So yes, all 3 of you get to do attack of opportunity. Yes.
Yes, baby.
26?
No,
26
fuck
hits?
my life. 12, of course.
I just wish Kyle wasn't dumb. Had done that to the beginning. Like she should have been on the ceiling earlier. That was dumb of
Sorry,
Kyle.
take that 13 for the piercing, and then here's the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
So 13, 17, 20, 22.
22 damage on an attack of
So
opportunity.
you should
Damn.
still put a marker where she is, even if she's on the ceiling.
I know. She's actually dead upon that 1 attack of opportunity. So.
She falls to the ceiling as she tries, or she falls before she tries
but
to do that.
her babies are still there, and they do act on this turn
Are you
as
saying
well.
her babies don't get crushed by her falling dead body?
I think that they shouldn't, but I think that would be funny if they did. But let me see. The
You always roll for it.
swarm.
Are they moving there?
The swarm has such little HP that yes, she crushes the swarm.
Well, no, if they want to move above that wall anyway, because it's all the way on that bottom of the cavern, they're going to take 46 fire anyway.
Yeah.
No,
So,
no,
out of
great.
curiosity, how would you have ruled on lightning with her being on the ceiling?
It should say cylinder in the spell.
It
Yeah.
does.
Then yes, it would still hit her.
Okay.
Right. You
Um.
could have the cylinder coming out of the floor.
I was
Yes,
saying, if she
exactly.
hadn't come down, I would have lightly jabbed her ass.
Okay.
Just curious.
Um,
I wasn't sure.
So, in this cavern.
Let's get out of the
Uh,
shitty initiative.
Yes,
Are
you're out of
there-
initiative.
Are there any more of the big cocoons in here like we saw in the other
No.
cavern?
Thankfully, They were just the swarms of little baby
Let's
spiders.
light this whole place on fire so none of the little babies grow up to be big babies.
So, yes, Pippin, if you want to cast some fire bolts and kill any of the remaining eggs, you can do so.
Every 6 seconds that goes by, Pippin casts a fireball at a spider web.
And you guys just see, like, these little baby spiders melting and being like, no, I want.
They don't like coo as they die. Coo.
Okay, but lying next to the eggs is a frozen potion,
Ooh.
and a warhammer. If you wanted to try to examine the potion, you could find out what it is, maybe, and the warhammer, you can look at that if you want to.
Oh, I will look at the Warhammer, of course, because, that's...
Tor, this appears to be more up your alley.
I don't have a...
It's hammer time. Dun, 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 dun.
Give me a... I'm going to throw an Arcana check and see if I can... Nope, not on that one. That's a nope. On the hammer.
I'll give him a help on that.
Mm-hmm.
Say,
Oh, look at these little things on the handle here. Maybe it's something.
I don't have a detect magic cast
Yeah,
right now.
on a 6, you really can't tell much.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Hoggy was trying to help you out, so you could roll again
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
for advantage.
Right, okay, so... Alright, so we'll try that. Ooh, that definitely helped.
There you
Yes.
go.
So you notice that the center of the warhammer is encrusted with a sapphire.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So the whole item is worth 1,000 gold if you were to sell it. But also, Hogswain, how much elemental damage does your gem do?
It adds 1d6.
Yes.
You and I, outside of things, agreed. Any gems I put in will just be a 1d6.
Yeah, so I would agree with that.
Respective element.
An amethyst, sapphire. What element is sapphire?
Schmafire, Kyle.
Thunder.
It's a schmafire.
Thunder.
Everybody just dropped.
Is sapphire element? Is sapphire thunder? Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this warhammer is a warhammer that does a d6 of thunder damage in addition.
Okay, so
Nice.
it's a plus one Warhammer with 1d6.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna put that in my equipment. So,
Is it actually an elemental gem, or is it just a sapphire that holds the energy?
It's a sapphire that holds the energy.
Okay, so then, yeah, it'd still be thunder. It's just you can't use it to summon the elemental. Like
Exactly
the one
that.
in mine.
right.
Yes, exactly that.
Oh, yes. Discern. That looks like it'll do. Just like my trident.
Man, it's
Strike and boom.
Boom!
See, Andorra would love to put that on hers.
It looks like it would be a very hard, arduous task to remove the sapphire from this weapon in order to put it into a different weapon.
But if you got the time, baby, take that.
All right.
sucker with
Does
you.
anybody?
30,000 gold.
Does anyone want to invest? Does anyone want to investigate the potion?
Obviously. I'm just gonna look at it real hard.
While Andy's holding it, Pippin dips his pinky
21.
tip and takes it.
So with a 21, I look at it real hard. What is it? I've seen this before.
With
I
a
swear to God.
21 and with Pippin licking it, Andorra, you look over at Pippin, and Pippin, you feel like you could climb that wall over there. Like, you feel like you could just, like,
Oh, nice.
climb that
Spider
pillar real well.
climbing.
Like, it's a frozen potion of climbing. It is frozen, though, so it needs to be thawed either through natural or magical means.
We have the ever burning flame.
Let me
It's
see.
thawed.
No, let me see.
Also,
Yes, it would
Pippin
take. It
has
says
a
here.
million fire cantrips.
It does say that it would take 1 minute to thaw. So yes, you guys take a minute and hold it over the ever-burning flame, and yes, now it is a regular potion of climbing.
Now Pippin is like retching and gagging once he realized what it is and says, "Guys, you think there was spider bits in there?"
there were definitely chunks of spider in
I'm
there.
pretty sure that's just spider urine, Pippin. You'll be fine.
Pippin, roll Constitution to see how well you handle there being spider bits in this potion.
Relatively well.
Zarmus, you're fine. What's Pippin's roll? Though?
I didn't even roll that.
Oh, that
I
was,
didn't even touch a button.
Why does it
That's
say
so-
Zarmus?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I rolled that from his sheet because I normally have a bunch of people's sheets open. So hold on.
Oh, you're seeing just what we do and what we can do?
Oh
All right,
my
Craig,
God.
Hey,
whole
I don't
party.
want any cheating shenanigans being like, I'm going to roll his Hogsway.
I'm
This is
gonna
how,
roll.
this is how you deserve.
Pippin.
You deserve that.
Well, I guess you should have taken mine.
Oh,
Pippin
no.
deserves that because Pippin was like, "Hey, Zermus, there's spider bits over here," and then Pippin throws up.
Does Pippin
My
have-
constitution is just fine, so I'm good.
What'd you say, Hogswain?
Does Pippin have long hair?
I don't think so.
You were gonna hold his hair back for him. Oh,
Craig,
besties for life.
Craig.
I think we lost Craig.
Oh, did Craig?
Yeah, I think we did.
I think he's frozen. And Crystal.
Craig!
Crystal
Oh,
and
there
Craig.
that must have gone out because Crystal's frozen too.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep, they went on the
Oh.
balls refreshing.
there we go.
I just refreshed because I didn't know if it was them or not.
Yeah, I'm just getting.
But sometimes their cat shuts off their internet, so it's pretty
well,
funny.
that makes sense because I don't hear them on Discord either. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's
yeah.
their internet put that their cat can just?
So
I don't know, but
realizing that Pippin is going to be vomiting, goes
we'll
over,
be in the middle.
pulls his cape and other things that may get in the way out of the way.
We'll be in the middle of a war zone, and it'll be. It's really great when that happens. Or we'll be in the middle of a tournament and cat shuts it off. It's good
Ugh.
stuff.
It'll come back.
All right. They'll come back.
Mosey.
There is the tunnel you came in from the north, and there is a tunnel to the east.
We're obviously
Dora
going to follow
says,
the.
Open up. Darkness. Vile
Oops.
darkness. And
I just
take
activated the turn order
within.
again. My bad.
Open. Sussy.
As you go down this tunnel, you come back to what appears to be a familiar tunnel.
Hmm.
Congratulations, you have explored all of the all of the tunnels.
Nice.
Can you guys hear me?
We can
Yes.
now.
Oh
now.
shit! That sucked.
Our power, or something went on with the transformer or something, so our power just went off and just came back on. So it'll take us a couple minutes to get back
Okay.
in.
Oh, we thought it
No
was your
worries.
cat.
No, that would have been no, a transformer blew. All right, we'll be back with you. Sorry.
We
guys.
just want to take a break then while they get
As
back
long as you're
on.
still alive.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
bathroom
Yeah,
that's
sure.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Might as well.
In game, I'll just move your characters back to the entrance to
Please
the
do.
tunnel.
I don't feel like moving my own character.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Pee break. Doo doo.
But yes.
Back to the dorm. Okay. This was the good question. How much real world time has passed today?
In universe?
Yeah.
It's been like a couple hours. It's been a day and a half.
I would
It's
say
been-
to explore all of those caverns would be a couple hours. So let's say like 1 hour for the top, an hour for let's say like 3 hours.
All right. Okay.
Mark, you
Yeah.
finally got a nice big warhammer.
Yep. Oh, I've had a Warhammer. I just
Didn't have a magical warhammer.
well, we had +1 radiant damage.
Mhm.
We had it added to it at one point. But now I have one that's big bada boom. So I'm still using the same. He's still using the same. Yeah. D20 special.
Mhm.
Rolling to set up for me.
So is the radiant damage on the one that you have right now
Yes.
transferable enchantment, or is it just that's what that hammer is?
I think that's just what that hammer is. This was like the first. I think one of the earliest things I've had.
Let me look at what Torsarin has.
Well, it looks like just a Warhammer +1 with
Yeah,
customization.
it was just a +1 Warhammer. The best I could do it. It wasn't like anything special per se.
What enabled? I forget. Was it like Thwip or something that enabled the customization with the? Or how did you like? What did the radiant damage? That's what I'm trying to remember.
I
You left Endor all
I
by
don't-
yourself? Jesus.
I remember. You know, I mean, because we got this back when we were early on, when I first started. I think it's about one.
Oh, it might have been when we all got our initial uncommon magic weapons.
Yeah.
Oh yes, from beating Defiance and Flan. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
That does make sense. Okay.
So I just
If you were to see an artificer or like someone like that or a type of blacksmith, there might be a way to transfer the radiant damage over. I don't. You'd have to find out.
Or desocket and resocket the gem onto the radiant hammer.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the magic shop's
Well-
gotta know a guy, right?
Well, don't we have an artificer in our own party?
No.
Technically?
No.
Pippin is a wizard who took the artificer feat, and so he can slightly tinker. But I would say this would be beyond his. This would be beyond
Okay.
his skill.
Okay. He's a tinkerer, not really an artificer. Okay.
Exactly.
I gotta start reading up.
He is like one level below Thwip. You know what I mean? And Thwip
Okay.
can't even make
Not-
working items.
That's not what I was
Okay.
asking you to
Oh
do.
no.
I need to. I need to start reading up for level 8 so I know what to.
There it is.
Try to figure out how to.
I'm
I want to
excited
play.
for when
If
we
you're-
level. I don't know why. I just want to.
You
If you're
typed
looking-
up a story for how your weapon works.
Yeah, I made a full custom homebrew weapon for this thing.
Okay.
Oh my.
Well, you got a +2 attack on here. I mentioned this is.
Kyle, I don't know if you saw what I had put in there about why that other D10 was rolling in lightning. It's rolling
Oh,
because
yes.
if it assumes that I'm
in
in
storm.
a storm outside, it rolls an extra 1d10
That makes
with
sense.
my other 4.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So,
That's cool that it's like based on the weather. That's a neat little thing.
Mhm.
Well, I tried to stay within what we had talked about when we initially came up with the weapon.
Yes.
It is a pain in the ass trying to get it to work on D&D Beyond's homebrew, though.
Excuse me.
Yeah, they still got a little bit of finagling to do with the way that works.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Well, the
It works
biggest,
well, though.
The biggest thing that they need to do is they need to integrate the custom damage rolls.
Right.
So, like, you can add in a homebrew item the additional damage, but it won't actually roll it for you if you put it on your character sheet. The only reason it rolls it properly
Right.
now is because Beyond 20 recognizes that damage is there. It's like-
And then sometimes you have to put it on Beyond 20 to.
Yeah.
There we go. They're back.
Okay, well that's I
Welcome
don't know
back.
how we're so lucky because I thought the transform overflew, but I guess not.
Maybe it was the cat.
No, it was a whole block.
Said distract you.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah, it could have been a cat.
yeah, distracted you.
That was
Like
still
time
pretty
to feed
quick
me.
for a block.
Right.
Now would be
Okay.
the perfect time for Pippin to change his last name.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
you're
upside down. Hi.
So the only thing you missed was we discovered that we had finished the caverns, and then we decided to take a break while we waited for you guys. But we're now back in the bedroom dormitory area.
I made sure to hold back Pippin's hair and cape and everything when he vomited.
He was vomiting over the
Aw.
ice spiders.
That was nice of you.
Well, I've been there and I didn't want him to go through with it.
I'm sure he appreciates it.
Sometimes you just have to lay in your own filth to appreciate where you've been.
Very true. Very true.
Oof.
Amen, brother. All right, where are we?
In the
Twisted-
dormitories.
Back in the dorms.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right. I believe that we still have the upstairs to check out, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So does anyone need a rest, or are we good to go?
I'm good.
I only took
We're
mine.
good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Pippin, we'll take a short rest if that's all right with the party?
Sure.
No.
2 hours.
Did he blow all his high-level spells like me?
Pippin's really got to catch his breath out. That was really traumatic.
A lot of spiders.
Alrighty. So, move your characters. There's stairs. Oh, you can't move your characters. That's unveil where the stairs go. I'm dumb. 1 second.
Wow. Good job.
Well, if we could just move our characters wherever, I'm going to go back in here and talk with the Oracle because it's been a day.
Did we short rest? Yeah.
Yep.
You long rested in the dorms, yes.
Oh, long
Short rest.
And you
rest.
you technically could not go. The
We
portal
short
is
rested.
deactivated. What?
We short
No,
rest.
I'm saying before. Between
Yeah, I
sessions,
know.
you guys
Yeah.
long
No,
rested.
she's asking right now, did we short rest?
Oh, right now we short rested, yes.
Oh, all right.
And technically, though, Hogswain is correct. The Oracle would have reset. What I would say, though, is so has the teleporter. You'd have to, like, solve the puzzle in order to
We
get
already
back
know what the puzzle is.
Harshnag is here and we found the axe, so he just put it back.
Does it again. Yes, that is technically
More
true.
questions.
I'll have to double check on that and make sure if there's anything in game from just stopping you from asking infinite questions. So, you guys go up the stairs. So far, only Hogswain has gone up the stairs.
Those other modules, they give you specific answers for specific questions, and then if the party asks something not related, it's I don't have an answer for that. Or
Yes, that is the case. But I wonder if there's also a way that the book limits you. Like, oh, maybe each person only gets one question per year or per week or per month. But yeah, maybe not. Okay. So yes, you guys come into here.
Well, it's not like
and
there's
you-
a civil war going on we have to stop or anything. We could just stay here and talk to the Oracle for days at a time.
Well, exactly. I think the time thing is the thing. But yeah, I mean, you guys did naturally stay here for a day, so I think maybe you could get 6 more questions. Okay. This upstairs hallway is structurally similar to the area below, except that much of it has collapsed, leaving rooms to the north in rubble. Standing in alcove at the south end of the hall is a life-size statue of a giant.
Huh.
A cloud giant.
Ooh, baby. I mean, she's not an ogre, but...
Wow.
A female cloud giant.
Gonna have good dreams tonight.
And her arm, ignore the way they here are, but like her arms are poised like she's about to cast a spell, or that she is casting a spell.
Zora polymorphs into a frost giant.
Polymorph does not let you do that.
A small childlike frost giant. Mommy, can I have some milk?
Mama.
Got to be a beast.
Oh, and these are
I was
also
kidding. There
the
was
same stairs.
you know,
There's just like 2 sets of them, so they're identical.
It's another statue here.
Yes, that is the statue right here. Yes, this one.
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
And she has her arms like stretched out, like she's like casting a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Or pushing back a boulder.
Definitely
Getting ready to
casting
push a
a
boulder
spell
back
on
to its
me.
older spot.
So always one to learn his lesson. Pippin would like to kind of pace slowly up the hallway, investigating for traps, looking for traps very carefully.
We look for
Alright, yeah,
giant
give me,
holes with which stones can come out of.
Pippin, yeah, give me whatever perception or investigation for traps, and you can have advantage if other people want to help you. Yeah.
I'm gonna help him.
If you want to do an Arcana check on the statue, you may. Arcana on the statue, no, the statue actually does appear to be magicless.
Well, I guess there's no magic in this one. I guess we just need to worry about that sentry downstairs.
On a 23, you do not sense any traps in the hallway. This hallway, there may have been some traps, where the place has collapsed up north, but in the actual walkable part of the hallway, there are no traps.
Sounds
Guys,
suspicious.
the bee in the traps here.
Suspicious.
I'm looking each of the. I'm gonna look in the rooms we passed them.
To save time, let me look here. What is? Why don't you give me 6 perception checks, 1 each, and that'll be like
Wow.
each of you taking a room. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's
Well,
let
this
all of
one.
us fail. All right, I got an 18, so not so bad.
Yeah, I got
Wow,
an
I
18.
got a natural 20 minus 1.
Woo,
Awesome. Minus 1.
baby. I would still consider that a nat 20, though.
Right.
You all have rolled pretty well.
I know.
Wow.
Last time we did it, like 4 of us failed.
Unfortunately, none of you find anything except for Fizzy on her nat 20.
What?
In her room, she finds
Minus 1.
10 million.
she finds a stitched leather sack. The sack looks like it's
But
very
wait,
old.
wait. I didn't really get a nat 20 because it was minus 1.
No,
so
Oh no,
you
the things don't affect the 20, so the 20's still nat.
Oh,
The
okay. Phew.
don't matter.
I just
Yeah.
want to make sure. Okay, sorry.
So you find a sack with D.
I love sex.
Say it has 2
Stack
items
with
in it.
D.
I will roll to see what those 2 items are. Also, you find a shard of the ice rune. I don't know what that is offhand. Let me double check.
Probably something we need for the questing.
Right. Rune? Ice rune? Okay.
Let me see. 1 second.
Shard of the ice rune.
Appendix. It's in the books here.
Ice is in ICE, or ice is in like the symbol that we had earlier.
It is ISE. This shard of ice is long and slender, roughly the size of a dagger. The ice rune glows within it. The shard has properties that you do not know. If somebody wants to cast Identify on it, or Detect Magic or something like that, I can give you the details. But in general, you just know it's some kind of almost like an ice dagger, but you don't know what it is specifically.
This sounds like a job not for a barbarian.
Job with somebody with an Identify.
Grab it right now.
Someone on Twitch says, "High charisma giant. The old TSR giants usually did not look very attractive." I think the difference is that this is not like a hill giant, or what are the other really ugly ones?
Hill and stone, I think, are the ugly ones. I think the fire, the ice, the cloud, and the storm can look either handsome or pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, some of those statues we saw were pretty gross, of like the giant gods.
So in that bag of common items, you find a leatherworker's kit, let's see here, you find a flask of holy water.
I'll take that.
You find a disguise kit. And you find 1 alchemist's fire.
Ooh. Sure Pippin would like that.
Are you putting these into the bag of holding, or does anybody want individual items?
I grabbed the flask of holy water.
Is Pippin at his desk?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I
You're
already
not
have.
on.
I already have a supply of alchemist fire.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. There you are. You're there.
Interesting.
Okay. Never mind.
So yeah, so that's what it was in the mundane bag. So you just get those 4 items that can go in the bag of holding, I guess. And then you got the excuse me.
We got the burp.
Yes. And then on the on that Zermis, was that just for the ice dagger?
No, that was for the room I was in.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it just came really out of order, so it was like way after everything else. Okay, cool. So does anybody have Detect Magic, Identify, etc.?
Yeah, I've been
Not ready.
Identify on it.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm guessing a ritual, right? Craig?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So you find out that it has several magical properties. Magical property 1, Frigid Touch. As an action, you can touch a body of water and freeze the water in a 10-foot radius sphere around the spot you touched. Once you use it, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest.
Hold on, pause for a second. Before you keep going forward, what's the chances of you posting this?
I'm sorry. I just kind of assumed you guys could Google like frost rune,
No,
whatever.
I can. I just don't.
No, you're right. You're right. I got this. 1 second.
Come on,
Shard
DM Daddy, get with the program.
the ice rune. I will post it. You are right. I should do that.
Does it look like something that can be socketed?
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Mitch?
Does it look like something that can be socketed?
I do not. I'll have to read the full description and then let you know.
Description? No.
Ginger.
But wouldn't that be nice?
Okay, there is the full description.
Holy
it is
shit,
long.
that's long.
It is long. Let's go over it though. So Frigid Touch I just described. It also has Frost Friend. Frost Friend says you have resistant to fire damage. Icy Mantle, as an action, you can touch yourself or another. You can touch yourself, or another creature with water on your finger. The water creates an icy mantle of protection. The next time, within the next minute that the target takes bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing damage, that damage is reduced to 0 and the mantle is destroyed. Once you use this property, you can't use it again until short or long rest. Winter's Howl, as an action, you cast Sleet Storm. You regain this ability after you finish a short or long rest. Gift of Frost. You could I've never seen a magic item have so many fucking uses. Gift of Frost. You can transfer the shard's magic to a non-magical item, a cloak, a pair of boots, by tracing the ice rune there with your finger. The transfer takes 8 hours of work that requires the 2 items to be within 5 feet of each other. At the end, the shard is destroyed and the rune appears in blue on the chosen item, which gains a benefit based on its form. That is cool. So, but it doesn't...
Makes me so wet.
Wait a second. It doesn't, but here's the thing. I don't think it maintains the other thing. You can't use it to do it again. The cloak is now a rare magic item that requires attunement. Wearing it, you have resistance to fire damage. You have advantage. Okay. I would think that if you do it to a cloak, for example, you only get those cloak things. You then lose the icy mantle, the frost friend, the frigid touch. Okay, yeah, gotcha. And the boots, if you do it to boots, is now a rare magic item. While wearing it, you're difficult to walking and you can walk on water. Okay. So I would never change it, and I would just keep it as the shard because I feel like the shard has cooler usages
Yeah.
the cloak or the boots would. But
for real. Ooh, baby.
Okay. Yeah. So that's a thing the party has now. Who wants to carry it or use it, or is this going to bag of holding?
She keeps it.
I got too many attunements, so.
The shard itself you don't need to attune to.
Ooh.
Yes, you do.
Does it?
Requires attunement, yeah. Generally, anything that's rare above, and it's not an unconsumed item, you got to attune to.
Why can't I just not have it be attuned? I would like to just use it without taking off any of my things. So.
I mean, if nobody else.
I mean,
Excuse me.
I don't know.
Would want it is to add frost damage to his trident, but it doesn't look like that's something that's possible with this.
Pippin would want it to add frost damage to his arsenal as well as adding another buff.
Hmm.
Can I make?
The Sleet Storm, you mean from Sleet Storm?
Correct. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make my sword fire and ice?
So here's what we do. So right now, is it Zoramis, Pippin, and Hogswain that want it? Is that correct?
I want it,
and
but
technically
I can't have it.
Hogswain only wants it if there's possibility it can be socketed for frost damage.
I would on this. I don't think so because it is specifically like a dagger. Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
And then the same thing, Fizzy, is you couldn't put it in your sword because it's its own little dagger thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Zoramis! Boulder, parchment, longsword?
Yes, I was just gonna say you could either roll for it or you could play, rock paper scissors. But yeah, if you guys want to roll for it, I'd be pro that.
Just I don't know, whatever. If you want to roll a d20 for odd even.
Yes, that's good. Okay, so
cool.
Who wants even? Who wants odds?
I'll take even.
I'm on.
Yes, it was-
Okay.
Just 1d20.
I'll roll. That's a 3. Odds takes it.
Pippin's gonna.
Of course, the little munchkin
Pippin,
gets.
well, shut up, you bunghole. Pippin's gonna pick up the shard of the East Ruin and look at it and look over at Zor and look at it and hold it over to Zor and say, Zor, here you go.
You little
not-
munchkin.
It's not my collar, anyways. And he shoots a fireball at a cobweb up in the ceiling.
Say, Andor would have loved to have a AoE spell. Ugh.
Yeah,
you
that's
have no attunement slots, you said,
I
Nora.
know, and it hurts me so badly.
Well,
I appreciate that.
What we recently found out is if people have familiars, your familiar can hold
Yeah.
attunement.
So I don't know if you pursued that, but what I've read about that, if that happens, it takes from your slots.
Just call
Yes, I do think I've heard like debates on that, but that's probably how I would rule it too. Yeah.
Do you mean Aki can't have this little
Well,
tiny
Aki's
ice
not a
dagger?
familiar. Aki is just a pet. I believe the only
So-
familiar here
How
would be fast.
dare
Pass.
you?
What?
Was this everything for the top floor?
That is everything from the top floor. Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't see why you said
Meaning,
last time it was enough.
congratulations, Guy. You are technically done with the temple.
Ooh, do we
unless you
level
guys
up?
do. No.
Is it-
Unless you do.
What a tease.
Find all these burial mounds. Just
I could give you a hint about when you do level up, but I don't know if you want that spoiler. Okay.
Can it be now?
No. Do you want? Did you want to go and ask 6 more questions? Or did you just want to leave the temple?
we can find out
Is
where
that-
the burial mounds are.
considered a magic item.
Harshnag already said he had he could draw you guys a map. I don't know if you remember that.
Right, so we have a map for that. The only question I would want to ask is for the maple. If we were able to find Barky, the maple thorn son.
I also think you wanted to find Blagothkus.
Who dat?
What?
Who dat?
Who dat?
He's the father. He's the ghost giant's dad.
Oh,
that guy.
oh yeah, we wanted to slit his throat, didn't we?
Yes. Actually, I have a handout for him now. I will show to players.
I think there was also another question about the
Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Oh,
the Ring of Winter too.
ugh, he's so not hot.
Like
Show everyone my ogre love again, just to make me happy.
Jesus Christ.
I just gotta remember her. I have like a picture that I made, and it looks really bad, but it reminds me of her.
Wait, where'd
This
she
is in our
go?
journal.
There she is.
Just to recap what we learned last time, we need to go to the barbarian burial mounds to recover giant relics. Bring the giant relic back.
Ah, my love. I
And then
miss you so.
goes where the giant lords are, and the giant lords hold pieces of a conch that
Yes.
will tell us where Hekaton is.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
And the relics, we need at least. what
sorry,
is
no,
it?
the conch tells us how to get to the storm giant court, and then
Yes.
hopefully we'll find out where Hekaton is.
Exactly that. And yes, you need at least 5 of the relics to access the path to the giant lords.
Yep.
But there are 10 available. So let me go
So
to the
basically
oracle
we-
page if you guys are asking any extra oracle
The
questions.
King Hekaton, right?
So that shard of the ice, it doesn't show up in the equipment.
Let me see.
It's ISE,
Oh,
isn't it?
It's ISE. Did you try that? It might not.
Yeah.
It,
No,
it might not be in there. Well, let me see. New tab to the right.
I might have to
Jack-
refresh it.
Jess owns Storm King's Thunder on D&D Beyond, so I would think. Or do we actually own Storm King's Thunder on D&D Beyond?
Let me check a boo. I'm
Because that might be why.
What you can do is you can create a
Yeah.
item and put the link to like a third-party website, so you know what the text is.
Yeah, I can do it as a custom item. That's not a big deal.
Let me just double check D&D Beyond though.
it looks as though I do. Let me just double check.
Well, that's the question. How would you be able to? how
Oh
would
no,
you
I
work
don't
in the
own
game?
Storm King's Thunder.
Oh, I can Google Shard of the Ice Rune. When I can not Google, sorry. I can D&D Beyond search. Oh yeah, nope, I can't access it.
Can
So
we,
it exists on
because
D&D
you don't
Beyond.
have-
We don't.
can
We
we
don't own the book.
here
Yeah,
maybe
just
and
give me a. Let me
story.
see how much moolah I have because I love to own these things.
Oh,
If
you
we
own the
wanted to
physical
buy
copy,
ju-
but you don't.
the
But you
magic
don't own
items
the.
would we own all of the sources for characters and such. We don't own all the adventures.
Guys, can we troubleshoot this?
I.
Maybe continue the story.
Agreed. Yes. Agreed.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine.
How dare you want to continue playing D&D?
You know, we
All
only
right,
have 2 hours. Yeah.
so you guys are gonna if you only have 2 questions to ask, you could just not ask them. But if you want to go ask, you are free to.
Mm-hmm.
Why would
Well, I
we
mean,
not
I was
want to
willing
ask?
to-
We can come up with many questions besides how to make Fireball better, Pippin.
If you hadn't asked that question, we could have gotten that question for the Maple Thorns, and we'd have been good. I'd have been good.
But
That's
we
fine.
can ask about the Maple Thorns. We can ask about Blagothkus, and we can ask about the. Well, we don't need the burial mounds because we have a map.
No.
now.
I will say, why don't you? Here, let's do that real quick. Harshnag, if you go to Harshnag and ask about the map, he would say, he said, "Give me an hour," and so he says, "Yeah, I have a."
Before you
handout.
start drawing the map, can you open the portal for us, and then we'll go do our thing, and then we'll come back, get our map, and then.
Well, here's why I say that, and this is Kyle being really nice. He only knows about 9 out of 10 of the locations.
But we only need 5 of them. So.
Well, yeah, but if you wanted to find all 10 for the purposes of magic items or Hephaestus or whatever, that could be useful. Let me just give you the handout of his map real quick. It'll take 2 seconds. Handouts.
I mean, we're gonna have to come back here anyway to return them. So after we get 9, we can just like, where's the last one?
Oh, you're right. Technically, that's so broken that you can just have 6 per day forever, and you're gonna have to come back with your stuff. And yeah, okay, cool. Okay.
Again, like we talked about at the beginning, this module is not the best in some ways.
But here is the handout. I will make it available to everybody. I think it probably just shared with me. Probably, if I had to guess just now. Save, then show. Do you see it that time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So it also has regular places like Mirabar and things like that. But the places with the X's are where the actual items are.
Cool.
Seems good.
Well, we know how to get to Flint Rock and Morger's Mound. Raven
Great
Rock, that's north of the Dwarven City, isn't it?
I like this map a lot better than our big map.
All right, so yes, so there are 9 X's on the map. You notice that, so there is a 10th one that's not here. Okay, yes, so you guys go back. Harshnag takes the axe, and he puts it on the ice rune, which gets you into the Oracle Chamber again.
We're like, to hell. Why don't you have all 10?
One has been lost to time. It just, it's not, we don't talk about it. I don't know. No one seems to know.
Mm-hmm. Suspicious.
I mean, if we only have the 2 questions, I have one I'd like to ask.
Okay.
Sure. That's the only question I have.
All right, you guys activate the rune. In comes the Oracle.
Oh yeah, I forgot she looked like a fish face.
And what are your question 6?
She's like, you again.
Go ahead, Tor. Go.
Oh, our companions. I step on it. I ask him. Our companion, our tree friends here have lost one of their sons, and we would like to know if and where he may be found alive. And yes, I realize that might be 2 questions.
Yes, the Barkus Maplethorn is alive.
You hear
Yes,
that, Maple Thorns?
You technically asked 2 questions.
Yes,
so it
and I
chose
realized
which of
that
them-
saying that, so I realized
So
it, yes, and I know that's 2 questions.
so she
This
are
will be
you,
for
you
their benefit.
so she only answers one at a time though, so she chose which one to answer, which was is he alive? Do you now
Okay.
state your second question again? And she'll
Yes.
answer it if you want.
Yes, and secondly, for the where may we find Barkus Maplethorn?
Barkus Maplethorn was tracked down and hunted by the Kraken Society. When you find them, you will free Barkus.
Okay, boys. And I point to the Maplethorns and I say, we now know where to find them. And I step back. Who's next? Hoggy, I believe you had a question.
Big boy, you're up.
I have a question for myself, but I guess I'll ask for Izeron as well. Oracle, we need to kill Izeron's father, Blagathkus. Where might we find him?
His shadow falls on a little-known town on very few maps called Parnast.
Sounds quaint.
None of you really know about Parnast unless you want to try rolling a history check. It is on very few maps, and it is like a very secluded town.
I got an 18.
Definitely don't.
Fuck you!
That
I know
sounds
where
like
it
a made-up.
Torsarin, you lucky duck.
On a
That's
25,
roll, boy.
on an 18, you've heard of it, but you don't know. On a 25, you know the general region where Parnast can be found. Yes. Parnast is in the. Let me pull up Sword Coast real quick.
That was a natural 20 that hit.
Oh, it was a
that,
natural 20. Then
Yeah.
you know 100% where Parnast is. Yes.
I know where it is. I'll find that, please.
Also, that book is now available on D&D Beyond for you as a resource. I got it.
So-
So,
Yes, thank you very much. I actually was in the middle of buying it myself because
With those
You
2 questions out of the
sneaky
way,
mofo.
you already ask something for myself.
So that's 3 questions down. You have 3 left.
Go ahead. I'm fine if nobody else is.
Oracle, we met with a divination master, old Gnawbones, and she told me that I'm not from here and I've been suffering from dreams of late. Will I ever find my true place?
Oh, I have 2 ways I can answer this.
Andy goes, your true place is with us, sucker.
I mean, that's kind of what the Oracle was thinking about saying. I think the Oracle was going to be like, you may not be from here, but that does not mean you cannot belong here. From my viewpoint, you have found your true place.
Yeah, Hoggy.
That's so beautiful.
That
I was meant to be here. I'm you
With
now.
a bunch of dwarfs.
No
Pippin's
more
gonna
racist
walk over.
dwarves comments.
2 more.
Huggy, he's gonna give you that shiny seashell back.
Did we ever find out where the little Trent might be? Could we ask the Oracle that?
Yes, we did.
Oh, Trent is here. It's the big Trent is the
No.
middle one.
No. Where
yeah,
the
Barkus.
yeah,
Barkus,
Barkus.
the
we have
older
that.
brother.
Yeah,
yes.
that was our first question.
Okay,
Yes, he's with
Yeah.
he's with the Kraken Society.
I thought so.
Yeah, the Kraken's
He's
back
in
in
the
town.
Kraken. It ate him.
In that great axe or the axe that we found off the giant slayer, battle axe. Is that what that was?
The one that you got from the guy who was framed for murder, Harthel, that was a giant slayer.
Yes.
Battle
It
axe.
It can transform.
It can transform to a sword or a battle axe.
Okay.
What?
You have what? Two questions left then?
2 questions. Does anybody else have a question?
Where does the Kraken Society operate?
See if
Or where's their main base of operations?
They do not appear to have one, as they are a floating militia that floats many of the great seas. They are a wide-branching group with operatives and boats everywhere.
That wasn't nearly as beautiful as what you just said to me, so thanks.
I should have just said, they are everywhere and nowhere at once. That would be better. I have one that I could ask for you guys if you want me to speak up as Harshnag or the Maplethorns.
You do how you want us. You do. I mean.
Hey, when do we feel like we're good? It's like Harshnag's like, you guys are always talking about getting stronger. You should ask when the next time you guys will get stronger is. But that's like very metagamey.
But it's very
Yeah, no.
metagamey.
No.
See, and in character, I get stronger
Pippin would want to know.
Morden feels that I am ready. So that's in-game mental knowledge.
Yeah.
When Morden feels I am ready, I will gain knowledge and learn from my experiences.
Yeah. So I
mean,
guess you.
I'm good.
Yeah. I guess you don't have to use.
Can I do a really dumb question?
You can.
I mean,
Harshnag. Yeah, you can use a dumb one, and if nobody else wants the last one, Harshnag could probably ask a question, but that's only if you guys have an extra one lying around. Yeah, go ahead, Andorra.
I'm gonna say, who is my true love?
I think she would say, affairs of the heart are unknown to me. Because you know that this is the eye of the All-Father and not the heart of the All-Father. But she'd go, but I do not know if they will love you back. But it does appear that you have your heart set on something.
So this is a bunch of bullshit. You didn't answer my question.
Well, no, she's saying, like, you want Arzastra. She's like, you want Arzastra, but I cannot tell you.
You're starting to sound like some of those really bad fortune tellers.
I'm gonna say, I asked about my true love. I don't know if she's my true love. I feel like it, but if she keeps denying me, I asked about my true love. I didn't ask about her.
Who you have to see Andorra with somebody in the future?
Andorra,
I gotta
with your true loves currently. The party is your true.
Aw.
I mean, Fizzy does look pretty hot.
All right, so hear me out. Pippin tries to fast press the digitation to make the letters "kick me" appear on her back.
On the Oracle's back?
On the Oracle's back, yes, sir.
The Oracle is not a physical manifestation. She's like a hologram.
Pippin takes detailed mental notes of this.
Nice.
They get kind of excited.
And so then Harshnag will be like, I mean, I guess if you guys don't have one, I got one.
Hurry up before Pippin jumps in.
And so he steps up. And
Lions have dreams?
he's like, Oracle, many, many, many moons ago, I was separated from my family. Is my family still out there? The Oracle pauses and thinks.
So, you're with your true family now. You've never been separate.
Once you're in, you cannot leave.
Your family is who you make it. I don't know about love. I don't know who your real family is. Fucker.
She goes, I regret to inform you, your past family has indeed perished. However, you can find a new family going forward.
Here with us.
Bullshit.
He walks over and hugs
She's like the
Harshnag.
nerd that only has like book learning but no street wisdom. Like
Lena's gonna take out his Storm Shield Defender emblem and hand it up to Harshnag.
So Harshnag,
Friend.
greatly appreciates the hug from Pippin and hugs Pippin back. Pippin, roll a Constitution save to see whether or not you take damage from a giant hug.
he's got to take extra damage because he's extra small.
100%. You take 10 bludgeoning damage and 5 cold damage. You take 15.
Jeez, ow. It wasn't quite the warm hug you were expecting, huh?
Thanks.
Love hurts.
And then he looks over at Hogswain, and
Andy takes a potion of giant strength, hugs him, cracks his back. Just kidding.
and he takes Hogswain's badge, and he affixes it to his like giant lapel, and you start to see like ice tears flowing down his cheek, and he's like, I may have lost my children, but you could all be my new children.
Daddy! Pick me up, put me on your lap.
Swing me from your armpits.
He opens his arms wide, trying to hug you. Who goes in for a hug?
Andy definitely hugs him. I say, put me
Andy
on your
roll.
lap.
Who else?
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I'll get
Andor,
a hug.
Frizzy?
Fist bump
I'll
kind
hug
of.
him.
No, he definitely wants a hug in this moment. He just found his family's dead. So okay? So Andor's in the hug. Fizzy's in the hug. Anybody else?
We all get
What are we
crushed to
rolling?
death by the giant. This was his evil
Mitch,
plot the
Hogswain
entire
successfully
time.
succeeds on the hug. Andor and Fizzy, please roll me constitution checks.
That's just the D20, right?
It's your constitution, so you
Oh.
actually get to add your constitution modifier to it.
To that and
My
plus
life,
so
17.
16.
On a 16, you're good. You don't take damage on a 16. And then what'd you get, Andorra?
17.
Oh, 17, you're good too. So you guys are like, why did Pippin get hurt by that hug? That's weird. This seems fine to
Because
us.
he's
Like, I
teeny
don't.
tiny weak boy.
Oh no, I rolled
Yeah, there's
dexterity.
that.
All of
And on
his
on
powers
a
and
15,
his
you
soul.
also are okay. You don't take any damage either, Zor. And yes, Hogswain dodges out. So now everybody's in the hug except for Torsaron and Hogswain.
Yeah, I'm like
Badge, I don't do hugs.
personality.
He'll hold your beard out of the way so you could vomit, but God forbid you go for a hug.
Too much.
Alrighty. So.
Everybody who hugged him got his genitals right in their forehead.
Oh,
No.
I think
oh no, I
Harshnag
asked
would
him
like,
to pick me up, so
Yeah.
Harshnag has picked you up. Yes, he picks everybody up. He puts you on his shoulders. You ride piggyback. He's like, maybe I will come with you guys on the adventure after all. All right, so you guys head out from
we
the
have
temple.
seduced and gotten ourselves another pet.
Yes.
Make sure that the temple stays safe.
What'd you say?
And
Maybe we should just stay here and make sure the temple stays safe.
I mean, yeah, that was the original idea, but now we're a family, and I want to stay together with you.
say,
And-
John, did you see
Oh,
this
now I feel
campaign,
so
the one that we
torn.
have like collected every pet possible. Like we have.
Pip looks
pigs,
over at
we
Hogswain.
have
Hoggy, I
donkeys,
think you gotta
we
let
have
him go.
chickens, we have tressums. We
Um,
have.
All right,
or
so you guys
had a
head up
flying
to the top,
snake.
the front of the temple, avoiding the traps because you know they're there.
Mhm.
One of them was sprung.
Just as an
Yes.
aside, who remembers all the pets we have? What are they?
I remember them because I have all their tokens, but you guys
Trivia.
might
Griffin
Aki.
pets.
Merle, Chibi, Fast
Olivia.
Paws, Olivia.
We have Aki, which is an octopus.
Merly.
We have.
There's like-
I know we have
Nugget.
pigs. We have donkeys. We have the giant squirrel, or is it a raccoon? I don't remember.
But yeah, it is.
John said it's Pokemon D&D.
Cog.
Basically.
As you guys leave the temple, you guys look up. Yeah, keep in mind you do have like Cog and Olivia and Fastballs are super useful because they can just be resummoned or fixed. So, but the other pets are a little, more
My Aki's
damageable.
precious snowflake.
Aki could die. Yes, exactly. So as you guys exit the temple, ready to go search for those mounds using the map, you look up in the
I'd
sky.
like to search some mounds.
You look up in the sky, and you see floating down a
God.
airship.
That's a sleigh, motherfucker.
A dirigible.
It's a dirigible. Yes.
It's a sleigh. That's
Oh,
what
does the
Santa's around.
reindeers on it?
There are no reindeer.
No, this is a technological sleigh, sir. We
No,
don't need
it's
no
actually no. It's way
reindeers.
bigger. It's way bigger than that. Each
Why
it's
is
about.
that ship in the sky? Ships
Huggy.
are meant for water.
This is what is called a sky
Oh,
ship.
that's right. We do have a baby dragon.
The baby dragon is currently at the tower because it needs to be tamed. It is an unruly, because we mentioned before that white dragons by default are evil.
Yeah.
Mhm. And we killed the people who had already tamed it, so it's a little pissy.
No, they didn't tame it. They mind controlled it.
They had
Fuck
enslaved
them.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Is overwhelmed by the ship out of water floating in the air. It is also humongous. Each of those squares is 5 feet, which means that from top to the, not counting the rails at the bottom, but top to bottom, it's 10 feet. It is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet long. So it is 10 by 30 in dimensions. And it is floating towards you, like it's going to land in front of you.
Oh dear.
Nice. Defensive stance.
Let me grab you guys.
Pushes the giant in front of us all. Daddy, protect us.
Can everybody? Oh, you're not all. God damn it! You guys are all scattered around the map. I can't just copy and paste you.
Whose fault is that?
You guys. I said we headed towards the front of the temple, and no one headed towards the front of the
I mean,
temple.
we're still on a
No,
different
I
map.
did. We were there. I
You
thought.
jumped before we could move anything.
Yeah, you.
We
I
thought
gave
it
a
was
good
like
solid
a
after.
damn
dreamscape
it.
like
No, I'm
transition. Do 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 do.
I got it. 1 second. I'm grabbing
It's your
it.
fault. No, no.
Yeah. Dad.
Gotcha. No worries.
Good if you're watching this on YouTube to leave your comment and below in the doobly.
And to say you've seen a floating castle, so holy shit.
Look how big everybody is because of the size difference between the last map and this map.
I mean, I don't even see myself. I see Fizzy and Hogswain.
That is hilarious.
Also, this
So-
ship is not to scale, my dude.
No, it is not. I'm sorry.
And where am I?
I'm getting you. You're here. It looked like I missed Zor. I don't know how, but I'll grab Zor. 2, 3, 4. Did I miss anybody else?
Yeah, there's 4
So it
of
just
us.
turns on and
Me?
fly dirigible.
Or you're not under anybody? No, yeah, I miss. How did I miss Tor too? Okay, I'll grab Tor and Zor.
Thor and Zor.
Thor.
The new
Talk
buddy
about
comedy.
Pokemon.
Thor and Zor.
Torzor is a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Or they're a mech, and they've combined.
Torzor. Or Zortor.
Torzor!
Either way.
Torzor! Torzor's a
Torzor.
Pokemon, 100%.
Both sound cool.
Alright, there we go. Got you.
Can you just make this map bigger? This is so tiny.
I will, yeah. I mean, I won't right now because you won't spend much time on this map, and there's no I mean, there could be battles, I guess, but
No one in this party is
With us, it's
responsibility.
quite possible.
I'm gonna make the what you can see bigger though, so let me do that now. So,
Dad, we can't see Horsenag's head.
Oop, I hit
guess
the
we
Oh,
can see
button.
everything
gosh.
Now.
I meant to hit the reveal
Blackness.
button. and
Blackness.
My sight! I'm blind!
Once again,
Sorry.
blackness.
Ah!
There you go.
Woo! Nice.
Okay, so
How lazy are you? You didn't even cut the cultists apart. Jesus Christ.
The what? Do the what now?
You didn't cut the cultists apart.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. And so they always travel in groups of 4. The book says so, so I didn't cut them apart.
Uh-huh.
So-
Uh-huh. And they always have to stay in a straight line. They never surround
Why the
people.
fuck does that name sound familiar?
So, okay, so this ship lands. You guys are all to the left. The ship lands here.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
notice this fine piece.
and yes, you notice there are 4 generic crew, 2 that look like they're higher ranking, and running inside the engine to keep the thing afloat is this fire elemental because it's puffing hot air into the balloon to make it go up
He's
and down.
so cute. Can we keep him?
Cool.
Is he a slave?
And then, for picture purposes, these are the generic people.
Free the slave.
Then there is a
You're
woman
all-inclusive.
who appears to be a captain.
Wow.
Hi, baby.
Hello, nerd.
Wow.
There's something that's off-putting about her face.
today.
It's
Can
just
I
her
stroke
hair.
your hair?
I love the long hair.
Can I
And
stroke
then
her hair?
Nice.
you would guess this is probably
I
the
think her-
first mate.
Ooh, he could first mate me. I think her head is slightly disproportionate, which makes me like meh.
Wait, what is she?
No,
slightly
there's no meow.
disproportionate?
There's nothing
something about her
disproportionate
face.
about that.
I mean, I think she's
Nothing.
a butterface.
Your head
She
is a
what?
little big.
She's
Did you
a
say
butterface.
butterface? She's not a butterface.
I think we can take Igeron off of this because we're pretty much outside the temple at this point, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I thought, okay, so I was going
In
to
the
ask before
bag
you
you
guys
go,
left.
bitch.
Technically, you are on the front porch of the temple, but yes, you were going to put him in the bag of holding last time we had talked.
Yep, in the bag.
Fizzy wants to get wrapped up in her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Because you asked him if he wanted to go for adventures, and then you rolled persuasion, and he rolled
In her
low.
hair.
And he's like,
Zoe's
yes,
gonna turn into a
adventures!
wolf and go get pet.
Oh, how
So,
much
but
doo-doo
I will,
probably in that hair?
I will take Igeron off because you're right. Much like Horus, he's in the bag of holding.
I think this one could be a daddy, right, John? This one.
Okay, so you guys are approached by this ship. It has landed next to you. I will describe it. A strange vehicle hangs in the sky overhead, slowly drifting closer. It looks like a small ship with sleigh runners, held aloft by a giant red balloon.
It's even Christmas colors.
Let's see. So it lands next to you after dropping 50 more feet. And you hear the female captain be like, "Come aboard if ye wish."
Who are you? Why? What is going on? Why would you invite us aboard? Don't even like introduce yourself or anything.
She wants you to come on. She wants you to come
aboard.
aboard, and then you can talk.
Pippin starts
I'm gonna say
walking
on the
over.
ground because you could abscond with us.
We-
Come talk to
Okay.
us.
So she says, okay, I can do that. And so she leaves her second in command in charge. She's like, stay here. What's his name? His name is
Nizroth.
Nizroth. So
Daddy.
she's like, stay here, Nizroth. And so she climbs down and comes out. And she would be like, hail, travelers. I am Delphine, captain of this airship. There are more of us below deck, so this isn't just our number. But you see, we be followers of a dragon cult. We love the dragons. And the dragons, specifically one named Clouth. Clouth is our master, and Clouth foresaw that we should help you. And Clouth, in his wisdom, demanded that we come and we help you in any way we could, which would be most likely ferrying you around the continent in our airship.
Excuse you. We have a cloud daddy for that.
You don't anymore, actually.
I
His
know.
part of the
How did
prophecy
she think
ended.
that she can replace our cloud daddy? How dare she?
You can be my cloud
Better
mommy.
than our old cloud daddy.
So
Deal with
she's...
Klaus on a 17.
What'd you say?
Deal with Klaus on a 17 history.
So you've heard of Clouth. Clouth is a red dragon, and like an old red dragon. And he's very into scrying, about like
Pervert.
about not future things necessarily, but the present. And his nickname is Old Snarl.
Does he have like a little like snaggletooth or something?
I actually have his picture here. I can show you what he looks like.
He better have a
Some even
snaggletooth
say
if he's
that
going to be
he's
called a
ancient.
snarl.
I can't hear you, Mitch.
Yeah.
Some even say that he's ancient.
Yes.
Yes, he is really old.
Wow.
I'd ride him.
Cool.
So, Clouth, or Old Snarl, doesn't from what you've heard about him, he does not like giants in general. And because like he's a dragon, obviously, but he does not like how uppity and like misbehaving the giants have been getting recently. So he found out through Scry. Okay, yeah. So then Delphine would say, "Yes, my master Clouth, tried you folks and saw that you were also trying to quell the giants, and he would like to assist you in this endeavor, and so he sent us to help you quell the giants' rumblings."
Why do I get a feeling there's a price for these services?
I don't. No, I don't think there is. She
There's
says,
always a
no. I just want you. Clouth knows that you will fight the giants, and as such, he endorses that. There is no price. We are here to help. We are offering friendship and aid.
Can we find treasure together?
If treasure happens, treasure ahoy! And she yells that, and the other cultists are like, dragons love! The other cultists are like, dragons love treasure! Treasure ahoy!
No.
Definitely
treasure.
suspicious.
Not you. We get to keep the treasure.
So we will share.
I'll be back 2 seconds.
Clouth,
For the share.
It'll be that quick.
Clouth.
Hey, my insight basically told me that I believe anything.
Yeah, you buy into it, Torsarin, 100%.
I bought into this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Andorra, if you're suspicious, Andorra, you can roll insight, Andorra.
Well, I guess with my 6.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It all seems on the straightforward. Yeah. So.
I question more than you do.
13. Yeah. Same. It seems pretty like. I mean, yeah, you guys might not be able to keep 100% of the treasure like you would normally on a normal voyage, but using her, you will get around. But no. As in, like they said, they'll split it. Like literally, Torsarin offered. They're like, we'll split the treasure, and well, they are helping. That's the whole point.
If they're just giving us a ride, how are they helping?
Oh, sorry.
The treasure is covering the fee.
Yes.
Okay.
Splitting the treasure with them will cover their fee.
She will
There's
explain.
6 of you and there's 6 of us, so we'll take 6 and you can take 1.
There are actually 4, 8, 9, 10. There are 12 of us.
So we'll take 6 and you can take 1.
What?
You take 6 and we'll take 12. Okay, that seems fair. Yes, I get that. That does seem fair.
And you take 1.
Listen, how about this? Any treasure you find while not with us, you get to keep 100%. Any treasure you find while with us, we split 50-50. Like if we're flying through the skies and we fight a monster and we get treasure from that monster, then we split that treasure 50-50.
I feel like you're going to steer us into monsters, so we'll kill them for you, and then you get all the treasure.
Pippin steps forward diplomatically. Well then, if we're both running at the same place that has treasure, and we say dibs, you guys have to stop.
Yeah, any treasure you find on the ground while walking around and exploring between travels is yours to keep. Yes.
No, he's saying if we fight a monster on your airship with you, and then it has something, and we call dibs on it, it's ours.
You see? Dibs!
Pippin, roll persuasion. Pippin, roll persuasion with advantage because Hogswain is helping.
A common rule of that was a good thing I have advantage. Common rule of pirating, dibs. Oh, look at that! It's a common rule of pirating.
There you go. And she goes,
Dibs.
all right, but the dibs goes both ways, don't it? So if we see it, we call dibs first, and there's 12 of us, so we're more likely to call dibs than you're 6.
Not if I punch you in the face and you don't realize.
That's the way I roll.
Not if we're occupying your mind.
Not if we've cast slowed upon you, you can't reach it first.
You guys cast silence every time you go into battle to make sure
yeah.
they can't call dibs.
Fuck yeah.
Cast minor illusionary silence says dibs.
Well, that's cool. We got an airship. Cool.
And so then she'll yell out, she'll like, Nizrath, get one of the crewmates to fashion a dibs flag.
Oh, Jesus.
There says dabs instead of dibs, and we're like, it has to say dibs.
All right. She will say, but there's one thing. No giants. Klauth does not like giants. But also, our ship is not big enough to fit giants. So it's like, he doesn't like giants, also, the giant can't fit. So it...
You realize this person, not thing, person, is a Storm Shield defender, right?
Yes, but he cannot fit on my ship. He's more than welcome to like track on the ground and follow us from the ground, but he can't fit on the ship. He'll
Do you
the
not
ship
have
will be the
runners
boat.
on the bottom of your ship? He can just hold on like a jungle gym.
I do not think. And then she calls out the fire elemental, Sparky, and is like, Sparky here is our kind of our engineer. I guess he's an engine.
Saying
but he's
Andor
kind of like
gets so excited. She's like, "Hi, Sparky."
yeah,
I think
and
your
she'd be
fire
like,
is really pretty.
Sparky doesn't have the energy to hold giants or dragons for that matter. That's the reason Klauth isn't here himself.
Can he not speak for himself?
Technically speaking, Sparky can only speak primordial. Does anybody here speak primordial?
I do, motherfucker. I do. I speak primordial.
So you go up, and what do you say to Sparky in primordial?
I greet him and I say, "I love your fire. And you seem awfully powerful. The person who is captain of the ship seems to think that you're not powerful enough to be able to handle our friend Harsnag. What do you think?"
He'd be like, I would be powerful enough to lift us up in the air, but there is a second elemental below deck that you have yet to meet. That one is weak-willed, and it handles horizontal movement. It could not handle the extra pressure.
Makes a lot of sense. I like the cut of your jib. I think you and I will get along.
So I will actually reveal the inside of the ship, because I assume you guys. She'll give you a tour. Delphine will be like, "Come before we agree what happens or who comes and who does not. Come see my fabulous ship that Klauth has afforded me."
Okay.
It's gonna be really weird being a sailor on a ship that's getting
Because I don't do air travel.
So these are the 4 cultists that are currently working above deck. If you guys go below deck, you find 4 sleeping cultists. There's only ever 4 on duty at a time, so there's always going to be 4 in the cabins and 4 above deck. So these are the 4 that...
Waving my hand in front of the...
So that is those ones. And then also down here, you meet an air elemental named Tornadus.
Interesting.
Someone plays WoW.
What'd you say?
Someone plays or has played WoW.
No, I just made that name up because it's tornado, but it sounds like a person.
Tornado sounds like a potato.
Maybe I have played Warcraft 1, 2, and 3 in a little while, so it could be in the back of my mind, I guess. But yes, you go. Do you also? Yeah. Does Andor also want to speak to Tornadus?
Yeah, I'm like, "Tornadus, I have a giant friend who normally accompanies us, and the fire elemental thinks that he could lift him up. Do you think that you could move us along when he's on the ship?"
I most certainly could handle that, but that blowhard up above could not handle it despite what he says.
Interesting. He said the same thing of you.
Well, of course. He probably thinks I'm the blowhard, and I think he's a hothead.
Insight.
You cannot speak Primordial, so you would have to get a translation through Andorra. So if Zoramamus or
No,
anybody
no,
else wants to roll...
I would have said that to her.
Yeah, so Andorra, you can roll Insight flat. If anybody else rolls
Boo.
Insight, it will be with disadvantage because you'd be using
I'd
Andorra
help.
as a translation.
Did
Can
you
we help
see
her
that?
out?
But it'd be hard to help because you can't speak the language, so that you really can't.
And I say,
So...
I got an 8.
You don't know. It's hard to tell because it's like a he said. So one thinks one is strong and the other's weak, and the other one thinks the opposite. So,
Did you see that I rolled a sleight of hand to poke the elemental?
yeah. On a 5, your hand goes right through. You don't.
I think he
it's
gets sucked in and he goes through a whirlwind and gets spit back out.
If he got a nat 1, yeah, sure. Not on a 5.
Break it down.
So
this
yes,
is highly disappointing. And I
Let
go
me
back
actually-
up to the fire elemental and I told him what the blowhard said. And I'm like, seems like you were right. He just could not handle himself.
I know. What a moron, right?
Exactly. And I throw like little pieces of metal in his fire to make him happy.
Yeah, you see that his red fire sparks like green and blue little things as the metal enters his system. He's like, "Thank you."
Time for
All right,
him
and
to
yeah,
make
so
a new
I didn't
fire.
explain this when you met Tornadus. So while I labeled them both Tornadus. Oops, let me fix that. So Sparky obviously handles the up and down because he does that, and Tornadus handles the back and forth because he's the propulsion. Okay. So, yeah. So you've now seen the ship. Let me see if there's anything else I should describe to you while you are here. 1 second. Oh, the crew all have names. The 4 awake ones are Brassic, Laz, and Oriscus. Not that it super matters, but yeah, they have names.
And say I don't really care about them. They're corpse fodder.
No, I'm looking at the ship in general. See if there's anything else I should tell you.
Cool. Let's go do stuff.
Well, then I suppose maybe use our map and find out where we go next.
Yeah.
Right. We can use
Harshnag will speak up. He'll say, I will stay here at the temple as we previously agreed and guard it. I do not need to go with you. I understand Dragon's feelings about giants, and
We're
I
gonna
am
miss
pretty
you,
big.
Heartbag.
Yeah, we will miss you.
And I
big
say,
guy.
Daddy, it's hard to depart, but we gotta go forward to protect this land. You protect the home front. Make sure to mix up all those weapons and hide them good.
I will certainly move those weapons around.
We'll come visit you on spring and summer vacation.
Can I have custody of you on the weekends?
And every other holiday.
Check in with Festus. He might be able to help you with your axe.
Yes, that sounds good. So Harshnag gives you all gentle hugs this time because he's learned his lesson, and he walks back into the temple. Yeah, so you guys board this ship.
Mhm.
You now have a new flying Uber thingamajig. Yeah.
We have 2 of me.
Okay, so yeah, the fire elemental works in the furnace. There's a harpoon gun on the front. I'm trying to think about any of the other stuff I have to tell you. There's a ballista on the back.
Ooh, ballista.
The air elemental's working with the propeller. The crew quarters, there's 4 of those. And then room number 6 is the storeroom where they store their water and food.
Wait, there's
and such.
only 4 rooms? That's already 2 people per room. Or actually
No,
more than
I told
that.
you only four sleep at a time. So there's 4 people in 4 rooms.
But what about us? Where are we gonna sleep?
Oh, you can't sleep here.
What? I miss
No,
Cloud Uber.
If you bring that up, she will go. Clouth demands our help. I will go below deck, and so she asks her men to double up, and so now they are on these 2, and there are now 2 unoccupied rooms that you guys can share.
Sweet.
Are we in the air?
It is beginning to take off right now.
Pippin really looks over the side.
Doing okay so far.
You guys see Sparky is launching fire. He's like, he's
Andorra's
just
being
launching
a
fire
hyphen
up
right
into the
now.
balloon.
Like,
you say?
yeah, Fucking show Wendy who's better at airlifting.
We're not
You
even
guys-
not even 50 feet off the ground, and Zora's already feeling really queasy.
And you guys do hear below deck that Tornadus is blasting his wind out the back, like.
He's farting really badly.
All right.
I'm probably not doing too hot.
If you guys do go below decks, each of these cabins has a door that can be locked. Each cabin contains 2 hammocks, a writing desk, a chair, a footlocker, a porthole, and then you can also divide the footlocker for storage and blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's also a dragon chess set and playing cards in every room.
Yeah.
Okay. Airship travel. If we look at the map, we'll figure out what our locations are and where we want to go, and if you guys will have random air encounters as we go places. So, I have the handout I already showed to you, but also I didn't keep the handout as a map. Okay. So if you go, did I make it public? I must have, right?
We can just look at the handout to see it.
Yeah. So go to your handout, and it's called Harshnag Shrine Map, and you can see it there.
Yep.
You are currently. It says you are here at the very top.
It's a good thing he wrote part of this in common as well.
He was actually very meticulous. He wrote everything in Frost Giant and in Common.
Well, he was writing it for us, so he made it simple.
Oh my gosh, no one asked where the 10th site was. You had 6 questions and no one asked where the 10th
We'll
site
come
was.
back.
Yeah, you'll have more questions, so it's okay.
So is
We
gotta
the
visit our
X
daddy.
directly next to where we are? Have we already been there, or is that...
You have not been to the Great Worm Cavern.
Well, let's
No.
fucking go, dude. It's right there.
Oh.
That sounds like fun, actually.
Yes.
Okay, it is so close. There is no random encounter there because it's like right next door.
We love
so-
giant worms, don't we, guys?
Yeah.
Does anybody want to roll an insight or just a flat wisdom if you want?
Mm, yeah.
Like we're observing over the side as we're going along.
14.
Oh, just based on looking at the map. Okay, yeah, on a 14 you're good. You would say that based on the title, looking at the map and the proximity, the Great Worm Tribe was who you fought, including Nori and Wormblood, and now there's a Great Worm Cavern, and they said that they used to have a burial mound that was taken over, so you could probably put 2 and 2 together and figure out that the Great Worm Cavern used to be the Great Worm Tribe's burial mound and has now been overtaken.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's do it.
So, you guys fly your airship. The airship lands outside of the cavern. Each square on this map is 50 feet. So obviously, it's not going to be to scale because, yeah.
Why
So,
not? Why not?
This is same day, correct? We went over a relatively short trip.
yes, it's right next door. So yeah, same day.
Yeah, we're not getting any of those spells back yet for a bit.
So, let me open the page to the Great Worm Cavern page. Uno momento, por favor.
So if we're gonna be here, we're
There you
always gonna be on the same tile, pretty much. We're gonna be able to move like maybe half a tile each. Like
Yes.
this was probably not a good map to not go to the size.
If there's battles, I'll probably put us on like a generic ice map because each map is 50 feet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, all good.
Can't
I
you
already.
change the grid so it's you get the
If you change the grid, the map ends up doing that zoom in, zoom out thing, and then you end up with the really blurry, shitty map that we had on the other one. And this won't be worse because that one was 20 feet per square. This one is 50 feet per square. What'd you say? It's not about the image. Look, this is an HD image. If I were to scale it so the current 5 feet turns into 50 feet, it would zoom in 10 times, and then you'd have a 10 times blurrier image. That's what would happen. Okay. Like I said, we'll use this for exploration and looking, but if there's a battle, we will go over to an ice map. Okay. So, you guys, the airship lands outside of the cavern. Let me go get pieces. I'll probably grab like one of you because unless you split up,
Yeah.
you
be right
might
back.
not need all of you. But let's see.
Not until we get into a combat.
Exactly.
Gesundheit.
Alrighty, so there you guys are outside the cavern. So, so you find a spacious cavern in the northeast end of the Valley of Kedron, the same place where you met Harshnag. Thick ice hangs above the pillared entrance to Great Worm Cavern, and the interior walls of the place are covered with an icy glass and lined with massive icicles that gleam and glitter in reflected light. The walls are too slippery to be climbed without gear or magic. The cavern floor is a sheet of slippery ice, flanked by 70-foot-high ledges of rock, atop which stand 2 totem poles of chiseled ice with carvings. The walls of these ledges are riddled with caves in which the great worm tribe used to live, and now a new tribe has taken up residence. Natural steam vents in the rock keep the caves warm throughout the year. Above the ledges, dug into the cavern walls, are narrow crypts where the honored dead are placed. Their frozen corpses propped up in a standing position.
Question.
Yes.
If the cave keeps things warm all year long, how are all the corpses and everything else still frozen?
Magical ice.
Cool.
Or you could say that the area where they're living is kept warm, but then the recesses are not. So you could go either way. But, okay. So you can see what's on there. You can see the totem poles. You can see the crypts. So you guys approach. Let me see what's going to be in there waiting for you. Okay, that's what's in there. Okay. Let me flip to that then, too.
Ooh,
So
19 perception.
where's another bookmark?
Mitch.
Okay, bookmark.
That's good. I like it.
Looks like ice,
Corsair, you
baby.
tried to blow my thunder, didn't you?
All right, so yeah, as you guys are entering the cave, you see what I described. The only thing I would add is that at the very back of the cave, you see an altar, and so maybe if you go towards that altar, that could tell you more about where the rune could be or whatever. As you guys approach, you see within the cave. Are you guys being stealthy, or are you just walking in?
Oh, yeah, stealthy. So
Okay. Please give me stealth rolls.
Being stealthy? That's laughable.
We can do a group stealth check and see if it
Clank,
works.
giggles. I want to
clank,
see.
clank. Clank, clank. Let's see, I got
I'll try one, but I
3,
guarantee it ain't gonna work.
and I have
It
disadvantage.
fails.
wow.
Wow, Fizzy also fails. Tercerin succeeds.
I got a 3, baby.
Wow.
Beat that.
Hey,
Clank,
why is
clank,
this
clank,
my nat
clank,
20?
clank.
Why is this my nat 20?
Hogswain passes. Andorra fails.
Obviously.
Oh wait, Zoramus is going to pass without trace. Okay, so everybody gets a plus 10. So your 3 turns into a 13, your 7, 17, your 4, 14. Okay. So everybody's in the teens, and Hogswain has a 32.
And I have a 28.
You have a 28, yeah.
Hogswain did not.
Wait. Did everybody who's wearing armor roll with disadvantage if they have to roll with disadvantage?
Absolutely.
Don't have to anymore.
Okay. All right, cool. And Zoramus got an 18. Okay, cool. So, you guys are stealthily, I think overall you succeeded then, because thanks to Path Without a Trace, if not, you would have failed.
Yeah, definitely.
So you guys
I would have
are...
just wanted to have it slash right away.
I will use Zoramus as the token because of he's the one with the Pass Without a Trace, so I'll just use him. So you guys approach the cavern, and you see within, you see several regular wolves, several dire wolves, and several people of an unknown tribe. But I will tell you, they're the wolf tribe because they're surrounded by wolves.
Zor, it's your time to shine, baby.
And I get to see a dire wolf.
Now you can transform into a dire wolf because you've seen one.
Only if it's
Well,
at the
no,
level.
only
which
if it's at my level.
Yeah.
Next level, I think.
Level, right?
Whenever that may be.
Doc
6 years.
it.
7.
Hey, you guys could have asked that question, but all right. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's working. Alrighty. So Zor, I will leave it up to you because you are the one with the pass without a trace, and everybody has to kind of huddle around you in order to keep its benefit. Let me know what you're doing.
What exactly is here now, and what are they doing?
So you see.
What am I observing?
We're trying to get that artifact if we can, but we
You're
have
trying
to
to get to the
burial
back of the
mound
cave
for
because
it.
the back of the cave has the altar
Right.
and some kind of gong, and then you think that probably the relic is somewhere in the back of the cave. Yes.
But we came
Are
up
we-
upon wolves.
Yes, in the let's just say like the middle-ish area, you see these guys. There's multiple of them, but I'm just putting one on for now for purposes. So we've all seen a regular wolf. Then we have
How far away from us is the
winter
gong?
wolf, and then we have the wolf tribesmen.
70-foot cliff there, so quite a good distance.
Would you ask? Sorry.
How far away is the gong?
Each square is 50 feet, so it'd be like 1, 2. Yeah, there you go. 50 times 50, so 20, 250, 250, whatever. No, it'd be
At a
2,000.
diagonal.
2,500 feet.
It'd be
It's quite a bit.
2,500. Yeah.
Even more than that.
Good half a mile. That's a big ass fucking big cave.
I would. Well, I'm going to confer with the party and see what they want to do. Well, at this point.
Okay. So yeah, what do you guys think? What do you want to do? Considering you have a cave filled with wolves and wolf tribe.
Murder, murder, murder. Just kidding.
Zor can turn
That's
into
what
a
Jess
wolf.
says. Andor would not say that.
My sense would say that these are not good.
Not friendly.
You can roll insights to see if they're good or not.
I will.
They wouldn't just give up an artifact, though.
If they even knew about it.
19.
On a 19, you've heard legends of the Grey Wolf tribe. They are murderous werewolves who also hunt with regular wolves. So you do not get the sense that talking would work when you're dealing with murderous werewolves. So it's either going to be stealthy and like try to stealth in and sneak in and try to get the artifact, or fight. Those are pretty much your two options. Yeah, you have no idea what a werewolf is, or what the wolf tribe is. Yeah.
Boy, my history sucks. So
Get them
I
in
would
choke
help
point,
Hogs with that.
Exterminate them, and let's do it.
No, I'm going off of what you were saying, trying to see if I know what werewolves are.
Oh,
Clearly, no.
That's my history check.
Yeah, Torsarin, you know about werewolves. They are dangerous. Typically, werewolves can be good or evil, depending on what their natural form was before they were turned into a lycanthrope, or if they were born as a lycanthrope. But the Grey Wolf tribe specifically is a bad tribe filled with werewolves.
And I'll share this information with everybody.
okay. My question to everybody would be: do we want to fight our way through, or do we want to sneak our way through?
You might be able to get by as a wolf on your insight because they do have wolves in there. So if you go in wolf form,
You may have to go in by yourself because there's no way.
Yeah, but if he was found out, he'd die.
But he does have pass without a trace, which does give you guys a plus 10, so that's good. So maybe you could have the stealthiest people go with him with the pass without trace. Also, Hogswain's idea is really good. The rope. The cavern is. I don't know if I told you how. I think I said how. Did I say how high it was?
yeah.
1 second here.
70. Yeah. No, I can knot my rope for 50. Normally my rope's 60, but when it's knotted, it's 50.
Okay.
But you can fly, right?
So
Yeah.
can I?
Can my joke actually come up with something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think your joke actually worked. If you guys can manage to stealth and hide on the roof and just rope crawl your way across.
The two of you guys who can fly in together and close enough to get
But we
behind
don't even
everybody.
know really where it is.
Wait, question. Could Zoramis as a wolf take the boots off, turn into a wolf, then put the boots back on, and then be a flying
No.
wolf?
So
Actually,
they could, if you would allow that, he wouldn't even need to take them off because wild shape things can stay on.
yeah, stay on in wild
I
shape.
always assumed that when you wild shape, because you don't retain your armor when you
No.
take your
You
boots
get
off, right?
so no, you can if
That doesn't end.
so like if he wild shaped into a gorilla and had
Yeah.
a chest plate on, he could choose to have it stay on.
Oh, but if
Or
it's like a horse, then it probably wouldn't.
then it will fall off on the
I
ground
see.
in front of him.
That makes sense. Okay,
So
gotcha.
it's up to you as the DM.
And yes, wolves could wear boots. Yes.
Well,
I guess I
Amazing.
pictured wild shaping, whatever clothes you're wearing, just kind of like morph into you as you morph.
That's
into
what
the
I've
new
always
shape.
thought.
Well,
but
that's
I
kind of
like
how
this
it
better.
reads.
Yeah. All right.
is
so
there
yeah,
no
so
back
you guys-
way into
Does it
this?
look
There is-
I'm sure
there
it would
is-
show it. So
Yeah,
but
there
I'm
is not.
Yeah.
Does it look like this is climbable over here?
Let me see. I think I said something about
Oh
the
yeah,
ledges.
that would be better.
Right
if
here,
they're all
the interior
down.
walls of the place are covered with an icy glaze and lined with massive icicles. The walls are too slippery to be climbed without gear or magic. But yes, if you have pitons and magic, you could definitely climb it.
You also
Or
have
you
that
rope
blame-
spider
climbing.
climb
I blame
potion
Gilbert
too,
for
my
not
love.
being with us, for blowing out because of whatever reason again.
But yes, if you have the rope of climbing, or if you have fly or other means, yes, you could.
Or
100%.
the like Andor just said, the potion we just acquired.
Yeah, that's true
Well,
too.
maybe if we just follow the wall, stay out of sight, we can climb up and get this surprise from them.
Is there a really good defensible position we could do where we could cut them off and only have to fight them two at a time and then drag them to us?
The entrance of the cave, kind of, but not really, because that's like 50, 100, 200. That's like it's like a 300-foot mouth of the cave, so not really.
I mean,
No,
we
maybe
topped
one of
of
these.
the-
Yeah, maybe if you
Both
got
of
down
these.
into here. But you gotta think about it, that's still 25 feet, right? Even at the smallest point here, it's 25 feet, so I don't think so.
Could I see?
This map
Are we
sucks.
able to see their formations? Like, because if they're all together, Pippin would just want to fireball them.
Yeah, I mean, they are 100% right here, all in the center. Like, this is the living space. It's like this area in the center here. They go to sleep in the caves, but
You
right now,
can
since it's
anyway,
daytime,
not
they're all
unless
in the
you pick it up.
center.
How many
well,
people
yeah.
are together right now in the center?
And we wait
Um,
until they're asleep and then just ambush them.
I mean, they might have a guard, but you can certainly try.
Right.
So you unfortunately don't know how many are in the caves right now, but since it's daytime, you would assume little to none. I would say that if you wanted to count them, you'd have to get closer, but then two, because right now you're like 100 yards away, 100 feet away. But yeah, that's a good point actually. You guys probably only have vision out to like what 60 feet or something like that, or is it 100 feet?
No, miles.
Mile? Oh wow. Okay, not a problem at all. Okay, so and it's definitely not a dark cave. It's definitely lit. Okay, so yeah, you guys see 3 winter wolves, 6 wolves, and 6 wolf tribe.
I think the stealth, but that's my opinion would be just for
Either
either one or two of us.
or we need to split them up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Stealthing.
Can
It's
we
obviously the way to
hide
do it, but-
someone like
And if we are
do a
ambushing them,
trick of light or
at
something that
we
calls them
best.
out?
At fireball at highest level, how much damage would that do?
At 96.
I mean, you might be able to just wipe them all out if you do it that way. But then again, like what's the diameter of fireball?
20
radius?
foot radius, so 40 foot diameter.
40 foot. No, because I think technically speaking, even if you move the characters out of here, let's say they're occupying this space here, that'd be 50 to 100. That'd be like 100 feet that they're occupying here in the center. So
Sure.
I'm just gonna leave this one wolf here and be like, this is the whole camp. This one wolf is the whole camp.
Right.
So stealthy, do you guys want to go try to stealth as the party, or are we trying to have like just 1 or 2 go in?
It's not a good idea to split the party. If we do and you guys get caught, then you're going to be pretty defenseless.
Well, how much can you guys move in a turn? At a dash?
50 feet on average. 50
Yeah, so you can move 1
So
square
every-
per turn. So
I
if you
can
had
move one square. I can move 1 square per.
2
every
squares
other-
pulled with a dash.
Mhm.
I don't have a dash.
Yeah, you do.
Everybody has a dash. You can.
Oh,
Everybody has a thing where you can move 2 movement in a turn if you wanted to.
All right,
Uh,
so 1 square,
And I could
One
put
square.
haste on you too, so then you could dash for
1.5 squares.
240.
Mhm.
If you had haste, you could dash for 240 per turn. What do you guys think about that? Just putting Paul turning into flying wolf and getting haste on him, trying to sprint.
Yeah, I mean that could work 100%.
I'm just afraid Paul's gonna
To lead
die.
them out of the caves.
But if he's willing to take that chance, I would say you can go for it.
Well, I mean, on the other hand, too, I'm a wolf. I could blend in with them, and
Only take off into the air if they discover you or something.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
that
know
could
this.
work too.
I know this
There
is
is that. I mean,
what's the movement in Wolf? 40 feet.
I think it's.
Something like that.
I think it is feet.
So it'd be 80 feet per round with just a regular, 160 feet per round with a dash. You'd have 10 rounds, but you'd only have 1,600 feet of movement before haste ends.
So I'd be somewhere like
You'd make it
Halfway.
you'd make it halfway to the gong, and then it would expire.
right. Well, again, well,
No, these are 50 feet. No, he would make it. He would easily make it there and back, wouldn't it? With 50 feet per square.
It's
well, it's 2,500 feet to the gong.
Yeah,
and
one
we're out here.
turn just to get to the gong. Well, no, it'd be a little more than that because there's verticality there too. But like 1 turn would have him almost there.
no. The total movement from the Amaltha Cave to the gong is 2,500 feet. The maximum amount of movement he'd have in a full round, the duration of haste, is 1,600.
1,600.
Oh, hey
He'd be
guys,
900 short.
hey guys, just so you know, I'm real dumb. You would have gotten a list of the actual giant items you're looking for.
Okay.
Because I don't think you guys actually know.
Yeah, we have no idea.
So one second.
Artifacts. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you. What
So
the
we
artifacts
probably
are.
don't need a gong.
No, we do. Well, we need.
I
Gong
think
is
you actually.
probably the
I
artifact.
think you actually need a gong. Yes, that's why I'm going to double check
Okay.
right now.
That's why I was like, why are we trying to get to the gong? I was like, do we have
Well,
to get back
I
to
told
the
you-
caves
I told you
and
that-
search through the
Oh.
caves?
Oh, I told you that between the altar and the gong, somewhere up there is probably the relic. That's what I had said.
Oh, I got you.
But let me just double check. So yes, at the Great Worm Cavern is a giant. You're looking for a giant broken shield.
Would
Which
be a
could
gong.
be a gong.
Yeah, it probably could be the gong.
Probably a capital G in that giant, huh?
Yes, it's a capital G in that giant, and this is a capital G giant gong. Yes.
I mean, so the only way that works, yeah, that's going to be tough because the way that would have to work is I'd have to come out of transformation to use the bag of holding to somehow.
The bag of holding isn't big enough. If it's a
Too
giant
heavy.
gong, it's way more than 2 feet by 2 feet, and it's way heavier than 500 pounds.
So that just basically.
Could you
Let's
still
wipe
use
them out,
stealth to
guys.
fly? You could still use the rope of climbing to get in there, attach the rope of. I'm sorry, I'm not playing. I'm talking as the Maplethorns right now. And so they're like, "Hey, could you attach the rope of climbing, like sneak in with fly, attach the rope of climbing to the gong, and then fly back out?" Kind of a thing.
Can't hear you, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely could. That's one. If these guys don't, how tall is this cavern?
70.
Guys, someone turn into gaseous form.
Well,
we
uh,
either
would have
way,
to-
though, we'd need something. So, I mean, that's attuned to Pippin, so Pippin would have to go with me.
I would have to go. You think you're right? Yeah. No, that's a non-attunement item.
we only
Oh,
have
I thought that
two
was
left.
attuned. So, well, then he'd have to let me borrow the rope.
Again, we could also wait until they go to sleep. I can sleep the guard, and then we can just go do our thing.
There is
What if-
that. We
If
can,
we
What
wait
if,
for that, a lot
whatever-
of people will return because they've been they're
Right,
out right
exactly.
now. We'd have a lot
Because
more
Because
people
there's
to deal
probably
with.
patrols out that are going to come back.
The wolves will probably catch us. I've tried playing tricks on Zor, and it doesn't end well. He always catches me.
Thank you.
At least the horse
Oh,
smells like a
God.
wolf,
Let's just kill him and get it over with.
right?
Cast
I
prejudice.
mean, whatever. If that's what we want to do, that's what we want
I
to do.
don't really, seems.
Why don't we
He's not, like,
vote?
dumb.
We can
Maybe
ask
we- maybe we
nicely. We can
do you-
try to.
Do you guys want to vote? You could vote between diplomacy, sleeping ambush, sleeping sneak, or sneak while they're awake. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or battle. But I don't know what you guys want to do.
We can go in and dance for them, and maybe they'll give us the shield.
Right.
Dance. What are you, Aura?
Do a little dance.
This is not Star Trek 5.
I meant like a play. Put on a play for them or something. I don't know. No, we don't want to do that. We're not coordinated. Maybe
Yeah.
we are.
Hogswain is for doing it while they're asleep. What about other people?
Even if they have people returning, they're returning to rest. At most, we'll have a few guards.
All right. All right.
So
Okay.
pass without a trace lasts for an hour, so I'd have to recast it when we go do that.
That is fair, unless you want to make an action in the hour. Yeah.
Brent, if we want to go a distance away and bunker down for the night, I can make us a home for repose.
Oh, you could just go back to the airship and sleep in the airship.
I think it would behoove us to wait a few hours and see what the situation develops.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We skipped time. No
Hogswain
more
would not know that word behooved.
Wherever we wait at, I'll do a shelter. What you call it?
Excuse me.
Tiny hut?
Tiny hut. Thank you.
Yes, and everybody gets a short rest if you want a short. If you need one. So you wait. Time passes. There's no guards coming in and out. There doesn't seem to be any patrols coming in or out. It looks like who is in the cave is who's in the cave. You know what I mean? But you notice that as night approaches, their torches are being put out. They are going to sleep. And so when they go to sleep, you do see that they leave the middle area and they go into the caves on the right side. So the left side are the crypt. The right side are the bedrooms. So you see as they go into the bedrooms, and there's a handful that stay out, like maybe like one regular wolf and one guard that stays out to keep watch.
So one wolf and one guard.
We can take them.
Well, if you fight them, that'll wake everybody else up.
Right.
Yeah, we don't want to
Stealth.
fight.
Trying to stealth through, I guess.
So unless Hogswain thinks his sleep would work on both of them.
Doubtful.
So we're pass without a trace up.
Yeah.
I mean, it does affect. I think it'd be 78 at second level.
What's that?
My sleep spell affects 78 health at second level.
So up to 56 health.
Why don't we keep that in our back pocket? Are we all going on this mission? Just a reminder
I'm in.
that my stealth is pretty shit.
Man, mine.
Well, some people can definitely stay outside the cave and just like stand guard.
So
I
I
vote
mean,
that I
what,
stay
if
outside.
we take like a path that goes slightly around them, like up on the cliff here.
I would let you roll stealth with advantage if you're like
That's-
not going directly past them.
That would
Can we
be
get your rope to go up around them?
Yes, most certainly.
so. I mean, that would be my call.
Then let's do that.
Nah. I can't not be around because you guys need me.
Woo! With advantage, I actually got pretty good.
So you let me know when you want me to roll stealth there.
I would say the second you enter the cave, you'd want to
Okay.
start rolling stealth.
It'd be 19 for Hogs.
19 for Hogswain, good. Andorra, 29, good. And these are all
Well,
plus 10,
29.
right? So
Yeah.
that becomes a
24.
29 and then a 24 and yeah.
22.
I have
22?
disadvantage though, so I got a nat 20.
So
It made me very
it
sad.
flattens out. Okay.
So is this every square you want us to do that, or what?
I would say when we have to turn corners and such. So to enter the cave was one. To climb is another. I will do the same thing. I will have Zormus be the only token just to make it easier. But yes, you did the one to enter. Do another one to climb up. Right? Are you climbing the rocks? Right? That was the idea with the rope of climbing.
Well, I can fly up there, so.
Oh yeah. So you're yeah. That's no problem. Okay.
But they can't.
Anybody who's climbing the rope of climbing, yes. Do another stealth check to do that. Okay. And then Zormus, you can go. I think you're pretty good for a while as far as stealth checks. Just keep moving, and I'll tell you if I need another one. You're now flying above their bedrooms, so you're good. You're good now, but in the next 1 or 2 squares, I'll make you do it again. So one more, and do it again because you're now above their bedrooms. And that's a group 1 again right here. That 14 was fucking close, Torsarin. Zormus saved that 14.
Not that time, motherfucker.
I got a 14 as well.
Yeah, 14 was real close. So you keep going. Okay, and I would say that's the last of the things you had to survive. So you guys make it over to the gong. You find... Of course I accidentally closed the page. Dang tile. There we are. You find at the back of the cave hangs a relic of giant kind, a crescent-shaped gong in a crude stone frame. The gong, a circular disc 13 feet in diameter, was once the shield of a frost giant champion. It was broken in combat, is now missing a large piece. It weighs 250 pounds. The shield is made of red dragon scales bolted to a beaten copper frame. Its leather arm straps are long gone. The ropes holding it up the gong can be cut. Okay, so you guys now need to get out with that gong.
Can it be put in the bag of holding?
Not at 13 feet in diameter.
Oh, okay.
So the rope is going to have to come in play.
Yeah,
here.
the rope can
Can you
hoist
wrap
that.
the rope around it, float it out, and we'll meet you outside?
Yeah.
If you guys can take some of my stuff, I can carry it.
Oh, yeah, that would work. That might work.
Wouldn't it be safer to
Okay.
just fly it out and then we would follow on foot?
You're gonna carry a 13-foot in diameter.
Just holding on to the bottom of it. That's a good point. It is double the size
Sneaking
of you.
around, sneaking around.
Sneaking around. Yeah, I don't. That you would be rolling all your stealth checks with disadvantage holding that thing. If it's on the rope, I won't do that to you because the rope is doing the holding.
And the wolf is down there looking up like,
I know you could have.
I almost want to
Like-
make you guys roll in like a wisdom check to see if anybody bangs the gong out of curiosity.
Oh no.
Why would we do that? We know.
I'm kidding. No, I know. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I could do this with some excess weight still available too. So besides the fact that it's cumbersome, it's well within the means.
Mhm.
Okay.
And we
I
do
mean,
the
it
old,
would encumber me as well, but I could.
the old rope and
We still
float
have to
trick.
cut it down off of the ropes.
Well, Pippin
Quietly.
will first secure the rope of climbing and
Yes.
do it such as that there's tension. So like I'm kind of straddling the gong, my rope's tied around it like in my crotch, and I'm holding the one end and telling the other one to just so there's
And
tension.
once you've started
Wait,
to
I
pick
just
it up, we
remembered
can
that.
just
Do you
snap
have
the
to
rope.
give the rope verbal commands, Pippin?
I don't know if they're verbal. I do need to command it. Let's see if they're
And
verbal.
they be mental commands or verbal
Or
commands.
whisper. Well, if they're
They can be
whispered.
whispered.
But whispering in a cave could still generate an echo.
Not if you're
Mm.
whispering.
To speak,
Not, I mean, you'd have
I mean, come on.
crackling.
If they were going to hear whispers, they would have heard all of our footsteps coming.
No,
in
no,
here,
you're
too.
right. I'm just joking. Well, you guys are flying right on the rope, so you're not actually walking, right? You're on the rope.
this in
I need to be on the rope.
very
Yes.
funny.
Yeah, I thought this whole time you guys were doing the same thing you do with the Cloud Castle, where you were just moving the rope
Moving.
like 20 feet at a time horizontally.
Oh,
Yeah. That's what I'm imagining is happening.
Get
You guys
this
are just
dong on the
hanging
rope,
from a
baby.
rope as Pippin pulls you. It's like you guys are hanging from a zip line, and Pippin is zip lining you around the cavern. That's what I'm imagining.
That is the thought behind the rope climbing for me.
Okay.
All the
so
adventures we do.
you guys have the gong now. It's attached to the rope. Now we'll do the same thing in reverse. I will tell you, you would have noticed, by going that way you pass the bedrooms. On this side are just the dead people. So it would be easier to pass the dead people than it would be to pass the living people.
Well, we can make a full circle and go around the other side, Biggie.
Kyle's tricking us. They're zombies. Fucking zombies.
Yeah.
Okay. I can probably work.
Okay, so you don't need any stealth checks yet, but when you actually you won't need a stealth check until the moment you go to pass this point. So you're good till here. Okay, so make a group stealth check at that position.
So I was rolling well before. Now it's time to roll like shit.
Are we still
20.
doing this advantage or?
Yes, you know, at this point it's disadvantage. It's not disadvantage. It's just regular here because you are right next to them.
Okay.
But
Nat
it
20.
was.
Oh wow!
But no, but it's still plus 10, guys. It's all still plus 10.
Oh no!
Wait,
Oh no!
Wait, pause. I'm wrong. I forgot. What I said was if you were on the base ground, that would be regular. Because you're up on the cliff, you do have advantage. Sorry,
Advantage,
I apologize. Everybody has advantage, and pass without trace is still good, so it's a plus 10. So
Oh,
advantage
Thank God,
and
because
plus
we
10.
had 3
I have
nat ones.
disadvantage, so I just have regular. So
Yes.
Oh wow, we do have
My nat 20 helped at least 3 of you anyway,
I got a
Mine
23,
too.
guys.
and Torsaren's nat
You guys
20.
got 2 nat
Well, my
20s
buddy's
and a bunch of nat
Thank
1.
you.
Oh my
23,
gosh.
baby. But that's when
That
we
is
all were rolling
hilarious.
without
Thank
advantage.
Doomathan.
Yes.
He saved me.
Okay, the bounce back is real. Yeah, exactly.
That was close. That was really close.
All right, yeah, it's a good thing you guys decided to use the cliffs and not just try to sneak past them directly, because if you try to sneak past them directly, you would have failed. All right, so you are now dismounting from the cliff. You are good, and we will have one more with advantage as you guys leave the cave. So, last one.
15 plus whatever. Better.
Thank
It's
God
funny.
for the advantage.
30.
Thank God for
29
pass
back.
without a trace.
Yeah, pass without trace is
So-
so good. Alrighty, yes, you guys are now successfully back outside the cave, and you now
Didn't
have
to fight
a
nobody. That makes me sad, but also
Gong.
very happy.
The gong. You would not know offhand which god it goes to. Sorry, not god. Giant Lord. It goes to. The gong is. I will just tell you the shield of the Frost Giant one, Storvald. Okay, so that's 1 of 10. You're done with that. So you guys make your way back to the airship,
Making my way.
and you get in the airship. And let's look at the map again. What's the nearest one?
So, Kyle, did you see
Yeah.
my ask about the list of the relics?
Yeah, I responded. I said I will.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it. Thank you.
Oh, that's fine. So the next closest one, you could go south to the Shining White. You could go east to One Stone, west to Raven Rock. It's up to you guys.
Down the Raven Rock. Down the Raven Rock.
Is there like a cave of pretty women we could go steal something from?
What'd you say?
So is there a cave of pretty women we could go steal something from?
I just want red.
Go to Raven Rock.
Sounds.
I'm waiting to meet up with my other wolf princess there. One day.
Hey, if you just want a roleplay thing, 100%, we could take a little vacay, go back to the tower, have some downtime.
I want to level,
Like-
bitch.
Yeah, I want to level.
I'm all for RP. If you guys want to have like a down session where we RP with
Let's
NPCs and
RP that
RP
we
with each
level.
other, that's fine. I mean, RP doesn't level. That's the downside to that. But
It gets me leveled.
it raises my level, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. So onto Raven Rock. So you guys go back onto the ship.
Oop, I
Uh,
put Raven Wolf.
Raven Rock
Nobody
is-
knows that.
Yeah, it's Fraggle Rock.
Fuck yeah.
So, Raven Rock. There it is.
That's right, Kyle.
What?
Yeah.
RP does level in homebrew campaigns. Proper RP always gets XP.
Yeah, I'm going by the book, man. I would agree. Yeah, that happens. We got in one of our campaigns, we RP'd for like 6 hours straight, and he's like, you get a level.
Fuck yeah, we
But
did.
yeah, I'm going by the book, and so the book has very detailed moments that you level up.
You can make
Okay.
this level up past what we're supposed to level.
I see another Menhir here,
And yeah.
and I don't
So
think we
yes.
have the activation word this time.
Again, 50 foot. Let
Oof.
me grab you guys.
This is a freaking cemetery.
I like cemeteries. They're homey.
Ulta.
Ooh, why is it like a bloody map? The fudge?
Because it's a cemetery.
It's got Karens in it.
Mm-hmm.
Karen.
No, Karens.
Do you
Alright,
have a
so
receipt?
let me pull up Raven Rock.
Those are all freaking burial mounds, man.
Well,
Great.
every place
When
we
we
go
move-
is going to be a cemetery, guys. This
Yeah,
is
because
where
they were all
take
burial
care of
mounds at one
artifacts.
point. All right, so Raven Rock. On the icy slopes of the spine of the world stands the spirit mound of the Black Raven tribe. Raven Rock gets its name from a 100-foot tall stone carved in the likeness of a perching raven sitting in the center of the highest plateau of the mound and facing west.
Looks
The Black
cool.
Raven the Black Raven tribe leave carcasses by the stone raven feet as offerings.
Nice.
At dusk, something happens. After
The giant black raven turns into a living creature.
I'll just say you can see it. So as you look, you see
Zombies,
giant
baby.
ravens gathering and feasting on the remains of the dead.
So let's not go when it's twilight.
Surrounding Raven Rock are 4 50-foot-tall menhirs that the shamans use to track the changing of the weather and the seasons and the movement of the stars.
This
Okay,
tribe seems
so
alright
that's
to
what
me.
you find here.
What time of the day is it right now? Did we come straight here? Like, did a day pass since the other
Yeah,
one?
I would say you probably slept on. Everybody could have a long rest. You took a long rest on
Oh,
the ship.
awesome.
And
Okay.
I did roll a random encounter. Nothing happened. So yes, you get over here. Everybody has a long rest. You sleep with the dragon crew, and you arrive here. So
Started
I don't
writing
remember it happening that way
easily
at
in
all.
a blank spell book last night.
let me see what you find here, though. So I'll show you what you see, though. You see the giant ravens, which are, for all intents and purposes, they use the stat of a giant vulture. So yeah. You also
The
see.
ravens are so much cooler.
Well, there are giant ravens, but they're mounted by the Raven tribe. So that's what that one is. So the Raven tribe are riding around in their ravens. There were also random other ones. And then do you also see that? Let me see if you see that or not.
Since goes away on another day.
Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, so that's not a thing that happens here. That's why. Okay, and then which one are you supposed to find here? Raven Rock is... I wish I'd written down the items
Sorry.
beforehand. That was dumb of me. Raven Rock has the... has a ring of some kind. A magma ring is here somewhere.
Magma.
Magma.
Fun.
These all just feel like mini heists to me. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, they are. That's 100% what it is. You don't have to heist, though. They could be mini battles. or major battles, depending how hard they are. But they are definitely mini heists, yes. So this one here, though, does not appear to be evident from when you flew over and when you landed. As you can see, the Raven Rock is in the center. That's why the Carrion are feeding on the dead bodies around there. You see several of the Raven tribe on their ravens flying around. There's a Raven Roost right here, so I'll just park them there. You do see an altar, and you also see the menhirs. So there isn't a clearly evident, like, oh, there's the ring, you know?
Hmm. Did anybody bring a metal detector?
You could heat metal on something and hope they drop it.
Anybody have locate object?
I do not.
I don't carry that one.
I'm gonna have to go through spells too.
I don't think I can.
Wouldn't you have to know what the object looks like or something? Or have...
If you just know the name of it, I think that works.
If you just say like a type of object, it'll ping the closest one of that object within like 200 feet or something like that.
Like everybody's wedding ring.
You got to throw them out of the 200 feet and just keep repeating.
So what are you guys thinking?
I don't know.
I mean, I would.
Yeah. Also, I think that it's going to wind up probably maybe being around the altar. That's what I would say to the group.
Or the Raven Rock, right? Because it's a giant raven.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily... I mean, the altar would be where things are done, where they're doing, you know... I mean, that's
but ravens and birds and crows select shiny things. I think they put it at like the foot of their...
Well, in that case, where's their nest?
The roost is right here where is this one right here is where the roost is.
Okay. Well, then yes, that is another possibility to go to the...
Probably in there.
But I think we're going to wind up fighting.
Can you describe the roosts a little bit?
Yeah, let me see if there is a description for the roost. If not, I will make something up.
Is it a
if there isn't a description, that means it's not important.
Way to go, Jess.
Exactly. True. Absolutely.
Describe them roost, baby.
Well, is it wood?
I can detect magic.
If that's the case, I'm throwing
the roosts do not appear to be important. They appear to be just like big nests where they feed and sleep.
Big bird nest.
So
yeah,
again,
basically... What?
I was just going to say I go back to the altar, saying, that the altar should be our main goal.
We'll sneak to the altar, and then if that's not where it is, I would suggest Raven Rock, because that seems very
I will say,
to me.
the ravens are flying, or ravens and the raven tribe are flying all over this map, basically. Like, they're concentrated, and when they sleep and stuff, they're concentrated by the roost. But right now, they're kind of just flying around, and so... any stealth checks you do would be flat. You would not get the same kind of advantage thing you got last time. So, Trace will give the +10, but you would not get advantage.
What about at night?
I'm for wait until nightfall, till they calm down, go to sleep, do basically what we did on the other map. I mean, can we tell how many of these things there are?
Looking up in the sky. Let's see here.
If we hide, we'd probably be able to notice their patterns. Because they probably have a certain route they protect in a way.
There are 8 of this one, like the mounted. There's 8 warriors with their birds. Mm-hmm. And then there are 4 of these ones right now that you can see.
Okay.
So there's 12 total.
Up to the group. I mean, I'm all for doing what we did in the last cave. Wait until nightfall,
and if it fails, we'll murder.
Mm-hmm. And when we get to the spot, if it's not, apparent, I can cast detect magic.
So you guys wait. You do notice that all the manned ones and most of the regular ones all crawl to the nest. I will leave this one out here to represent like the scouts that are still flying around. So they're just, keep in mind they're just randomly flying around. There are 2 scouts randomly flying around the map.
But if we camouflage
How-
ourselves in the darkness and we're smart about it,
How high are they flying?
I'd say maybe 50 to 100 feet up.
Okay. And what's like the frequency of their flight?
because they would have a pattern, like a grid pattern or something.
Yeah. Let's say one of them goes like this top circle, like every 10 minutes takes it to do that route. And then the other one is doing the bottom circle every 10 minutes. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Me anyway.
So they have good sight, but they takes them a while to get around.
Mm-hmm.
So we just need to keep our eye, and if it gets close, I can put it to sleep.
Okay.
Could we not dig ourselves into the snow and wait until it passed by and then burst back out and continue on our way?
That is an option too. And Zoramish,
For
you
the
cast
first
Pass Without
pass.
Trace again. There you go.
For the first pass, that may work, but it's going to take us time to dig in again if it comes back around.
True.
So do you want us to do our first stealth check here?
So I will again use Zoramis. So I'll put Zoramis here as you approach from the south. So yes, please do a stealth check as a group. Whoever's going. If anybody's staying behind, don't worry about it. But if everybody's going, then yes, please. Flat plus 10.
I'd probably go because
25.
I wouldn't want
23.
to get caught them
27.
by themselves.
Andorra, you do have disadvantage, you said, right?
Yeah, I have disadvantage.
Okay.
But I don't know why we get disadvantage on this time.
No, you said you do.
No, I mean before we got advantage.
Oh, because you could specifically go a path that wasn't near them. These birds are flying above
Yeah, there's
you.
nothing we can do to.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just probably gonna stay behind.
you can't fail the roll and then choose to stay
Oh,
behind.
come on.
So you
You got a 21.
you got a 21, so you're good.
No, I didn't.
Oh, they're all plus 10.
plus
Everything's
10.
plus
Oh,
10.
phew.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
sorry.
It would only be if someone got like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that's when you would fail. But you
Okay.
guys are good. Yeah. So
I
you
got
are
a
here now.
13, so-
You make it to the altar. Do one more group stealth check, and then we can do our, detect object or investigation or whatever you guys want to do. But one more stealth check first.
Oof.
Am I rolling with disadvantage? On
Does your armor say you have
I
disadvantage on
do,
stealth?
yeah.
Yes, then you would roll with disadvantage, but plus 10 on it still.
I just.
Plus I have plus
So
2.
you can
on it.
create all of these modifiers, but there isn't one for pass without trace.
No.
Go figure, right? You can create one though for pass without a trace.
Oh yeah, no, I know. So 20.
Okay, you guys all succeed, and yeah. So now you guys are at the altar. What do you want to do now that you're there? Let me
Cast
describe what
detect
the altar
magic.
looks like. So the altar looks like. Let me read you that first. Okay, yeah, it's just like a generic altar. There's nothing special about it. But you cast detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
And if
see.
I also got a 19
it's
to look around.
okay, and then you also got a 25 a 25 Arcana. Okay, there is nothing magical about the altar in terms of Pippin's Arcana check. And then in terms of you looking around, there's nothing within sight, but the detect magic does ping. The detect magic pings underground, so the magic is coming from underneath your feet, Torsarin.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. It's obviously within 3 feet because I wouldn't. Pretty close then.
Mm-hmm.
So there has to
Guys?
be. We have to go.
Start digging.
Or is there an entrance to like a burrow underground? They have to place
Well,
their dead here
Corsair made a
somehow.
good point. Detect magic would only work if it was less than 3 feet away.
Thirty.
So
So it's
you
got
can
to
just
be
dig. You can just dig 3 feet.
Okay.
in the
Thir-
snow.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
So what do we want to do? Do you want to strength?
Well, actually, if you notice, this area here, they do shovel it. So this area, that's why it's shallower here. The snow is not as deep here, so it is 3 feet in the dirt.
Okay. Do you want to do athletics, strength?
It specifically says to dig. It is a 1 second. Yeah, I would say probably one of you should dig at a time because of stealth reasons. So if one of you digs and wants to do an athletics check to dig,
Can I just use my strength?
I can do
Nope.
that.
athletics specifically.
All right.
Pippin's gonna help by using prestidigitation to warm the
28.
earth. Little help was needed.
Ooh,
that
there
day.
you go. Yeah, didn't need any help on that one.
Anything
Uh,
athletics, just ask me to do it.
Yeah.
Yes. You dig up the earth. Also, so by the way, detect magic was a conjuration magic that was emanating from the ground. Okay.
Okay.
So, you did. Oh no, sorry. Wait, I might have that backwards. Yeah, no conjuration. Yes. Okay. So you dig, and you find a ring of hardened magma, sized for a
Magma.
yes, sized for a giant's finger. If you want to get out of here and see what it is when you get out of here, that's fine. But right now, it is a ring that you have, like a
Is it
giant
giving
ring.
off heat?
Look what I can do, guys! Pippin says quietly.
Yeah, I guess it.
Look what I can do.
I guess it would kind of have a slight amount of heat. Yes,
Sure. With
Dangerous heat, or it's just warm to the touch.
warm to the touch. It's not burning.
All right, so gonna pick it up. I'm guessing it's small enough because it would go on a finger that I can just shove it in the
It's-
bag of holding, right?
It has to
Giant.
fit on a giant's finger.
I was hula
So-
hooping with it.
However
It's in the
big a
bag.
giant's finger would be.
At least the size of a hand.
The bag of holding it
Bracelet time.
goes 2 by 2, so unless the giant's finger is larger than 2 feet, and they're usually only like, what, 20, 25 feet tall?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, I think it would fit. So you can put the ring in the bag of holding.
So just to mask the light and the warmth and all that, just shove it right into the bag of holding immediately.
Okay.
While that's happening, Andorra is going to be kicking the snow and dirt back in so that
quietly.
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 Mhm.
I
I'm
would want
gonna
I'd
Give
want
a
a
look
special
around to
stealth.
see if the vulture is gonna come back around.
Before we get to that, I want a stealth check from Hogswain for both the digging and the putting it in the bag, and I want a stealth check from Andorra for trying to cover up the tracks.
So you want 2 separate rolls from me?
One is fine. I would have done 2 if I thought of it earlier, but one is fine.
Not good.
Well, plus the 10
So
still, so it's still
16,
16.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I like it. Let's do 2. Let's do 2 because of the digging and the collecting of the item. But yes, in terms of Andorra, you are good, and 16 again, you're good too. Okay, so now we will start heading away. You guys can look up the closest raven. You're in the center now, so there's not really a way to you know what I mean? Like it's flying around you, and your stealths have been good, so you're pretty good still. But yes, if you want to wait until it's on its northern approach, so like it's down here now, so you wait you wait a couple minutes until it's back up here, and then you guys move south. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
what's the
exactly
persuasion for?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to roll perception. I clicked on it. So instead of it'd be 1 less, 15.
Okay, yes,
It's
on a
for the
15.
raven.
On a 15, you're tracking that if you wait like 2 or 3 minutes, it'll be further north again. So you wait, and it's now north. So as you guys head south to escape, one last group stealth check to get out of here.
Please don't fall on your face, Andy. Please don't fall on your face. It sucks to have disadvantage with your armor. That's
Oh
for
my.
sure.
No, I work.
Oof.
Let's
I am so
see.
glad I have a +3.
13 for Andy.
Probably 19.
29.
So mine says 11, but so
Oh
But
no.
plus 10 to everything.
right. So
What
Yeah.
is
Got
Pippin
Pippin.
pass or fail?
He's got a 14.
Pippin got a 14. That is right on the line. He's good
yeah.
though. right on the line.
Yeah.
Literally 14 was it. So if anybody had gotten to 13 or below, you'd be fucked.
I have a 13.
When you have 13,
Oh.
where?
What?
I have 13.
Did you add your 10?
No! What?
Did you not add your plus 10 for stealth?
Oh,
What is
yeah,
that?
I
isn't
fucking
that
did. I
23?
got 3, baby.
Oh, shit! I thought it was a
son of a-
23. Okay, yeah, I sorry. Andorra, you trip and fall as you're trying to make your way stealthily out.
We
and you
leave
look,
her.
And there's a giant raven vulture creature diving towards you.
Well, here's
As
the
long as
thing.
it's only the
is
one.
we are on our way out already. We can
Yeah.
continue just, running and hopefully only having
Athletics.
Athletics.
Athletics to escape.
Yes.
It's
If you
probably
guys-
faster than us.
Is it just the one?
It is just the one. It just
Oh,
the
okay.
one.
I'm
And
gonna turn
we're on our
around and I'm
way
gonna
out.
cast
So
sleep.
for all they know,
You
we
can
were
try
trying
to
to
cast
sneak in
sleep.
and now
Yes,
we're running
sleep.
out.
All right, try to cast sleep. What's it do?
Isn't it rolling? Hold on. All right, so I'm doing the second level, so 78. 1 second.
I'm gonna say, not that I would mind beating the shit out of this big turkey. I just don't want him to call his other friends.
Right.
So if it has 37 health or less, it's asleep.
It does. This raven starts to snore and plummets out of the sky and just lands in the snow and then is asleep in the snow.
Are you telling me no one heard a giant flump when I hit the ground?
It landed in the snow. Snow is quiet.
Then
Snow
how come when I
absorbs
tripped,
noise.
I didn't quietly trip? Huh?
You lost your balance.
She
you
tripped
screamed.
with advantage.
All right, you guys make it back to the airship, and I think that's where we'll end because it's almost 7. But you
Yeah.
now have 2 of the 10
artifacts.
relics.
Yay. Are we leveled up yet?
Yay.
No leveling up. Uh,
Probably not going to level up until we get the next.
Man, what does,
Eight
I want to
of
see what my
all
next
of
level
them.
brings.
how many? Not how many? Does anybody have identify or anything you want to cast? Does people want to cast identify on the ring?
Sure.
Is it going to matter, though? I mean,
well, because the shield is just a shield, but the ring, is magic because detect magic hit it.
Ping the fuck.
Yeah, but we're gonna have
Yeah.
to give it up.
Well, no, remember you get to keep 5
We-
and turn 5 in.
We can choose.
oh.
Mm.
Give
So
them
if
the 5
the, jewel
mundane
can be,
items.
if the jewel can be taken out and used on something,
Let's see
I'd
what
love
it
to
is.
put it on my sword, baby, or my
So,
axe.
this is you guys are on the airship. You wait and you cast identify. It says when a creature attunes to this ring, it magically shrinks to fit that creature's index finger.
Mhm.
it's the one thing.
A warm orange light spills from minuscule cracks that form its outer surface. The ring has 6 charges. While attuned to the ring, a creature can expend 1 charge to cast Conjure Minor Elemental, meaning you summon Magma Mephits or Magmins. Or
Magmins.
you can use Fire Shield from the ring. Once all of its charges are spent, the ring loses its property, but it retains the resizing ability. So it's still, but who cares about the resizing if it doesn't summon anymore? So it contains
you could have
6
a dank-ass
summons.
ring.
And just so you know, when you summon, you either get 4 Magma Mephits or 4 Magmins. So,
Can it be recharged?
not according to this.
I think the asshole had
Limited
the ring
use,
before spent
like,
like a
to
million.
be
I
honest,
would
It's
say
one
that
of
when it,
those when they die, they explode in a small fireball.
The magnet, yeah.
well, no, because it does say it stays as a shape-changing ring. What I would say is it keeps the Fire Shield ability after it loses the summons. So, there's that.
That's not a bad thing.
No, that's a nice It's a nice magical item.
We
Yeah.
need to see what the shield does and other things because I won't lie, I'm sure Torai could use a better shield.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
No doubt.
I think Kelger said that the shield is just a shield.
I'm gonna look up.
That's
for-
what I thought we did examine the shield and it said it was just a.
Oh, yeah, well, it's broken anyway. It's a broken shield, so it may not
Right.
even
Oh,
be-
I was confused. I thought you meant the Fire Shield because the Fire Shield is part of the ring. That's what I was talking about.
Well, that's
No,
not the
no.
thing we're gonna look at.
No,
Oh,
We're
I thought
talking
they
about
were-
the other shield.
frost
Yeah.
shield
I see.
with a dragon scale on it.
Right.
If anything, it's a fire
Well, it does
resistant
have,
shield.
that's a good point. Wait, it has dragon scales on it. It might actually have some kind of special property. Let me double check that.
Usually that would mean resistance to that kind of fire. That kind of
Yeah,
dragon.
exactly. Let me see what So you guys got that one at the Great Worm Cave. Let me go to that. Just to double check here.
I'm assuming it's probably been more than 10 minutes, so my detect magic is no longer working. But I can always cast it again to see if that pings out again.
Oh, they're red dragon scales. So that would be fire.
That's why it's a
Yeah,
fire
so
shield.
I would say it grants the user fire resistance. And it
Useful
is
against fire giants, but I mean, we ran into them once, and they didn't even do fire damage. It was the Magmans that were with them.
It would
Yeah.
protect you
Right.
from Pippin's fireball every time he puts it in the center of everybody.
It would also protect you from that Remoraz creature that dealt fire damage just by you being near it. So there's that too.
And fire dragon and red
And
dragon.
fire dragons and other things like that. Yes. Okay. But yeah. Keep in mind, of the 10 items, you're only going to keep 5 of them, and you also can't keep like 2 stone items and 2 ice items. You do need to turn in one of each element and keep one of each element.
Right,
So we'll have
yeah.
to see what it ends up being in total. So.
Right.
Okay, so as long as someone wrote down that you got a fire-resistant shield and a ring of magma,
Yep.
Magma.
right? You guys get back on the airship, and next time we will journey to the next mound.
Long rest or no?
You guys can feel free to sleep on the ship. Yeah, 100%.
So that means I can do some switcheroos too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Will they try and take the things, or are they going to honor the agreement due to their lord?
Yes, no, they will honor the agreement because anything you found on the ground is yours. Yes.
Pippin keeps writing in this book for the next couple nights rest we all take. Full
Yeah,
session.
and you guys can also lock the doors. So if you ever feel like you might be robbed, you could just go in the room and lock the bedroom door. They do lock.
Long rest.
God damn it, Rob, leave us alone.
Pippin puts a sock on the door. No one else is in the room.
Whoa, what is this thing here?
Wow.
It's a sock.
That's one of
Oh,
the
it ended
giant.
up on the wrong map. It's the statue from the other place. That's
yeah.
funny.
Grr.
All right. Oh well, I had a good time tonight.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good night.
good game.
Thanks for coming.
Easy, good.
We'll